This are we not men? But Nate will no longer be joining us. He said he's got personal reasons or whatever. So,
has he been incarcerated?
it's not, he did not.
I'm just kidding. If that is the case, please don't tell us.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, here's his mugshot.
Yes. The D&D police thought he was playing so poorly that they stormed in. And just, yeah.
Are we talking about Suspect Sushi? God damn it,
Yeah,
not again.
They got him again.
trying to write him off playing D&D when it happened. Like, oh my god.
No, we'll just say he ate some shrimp from Walmart.
There you go.
Yeah, and then ended up getting coli or something.
So we gonna he's definitely done for the rest of our campaign.
That's
Yeah,
what he told me.
sounds like it.
So is his character going out in a blaze of glory here? What's
Well,
See, that's
kind
what
of.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
I was surprised in mind at heavy suggestion. So
all right? Finally,
It'll
some
be a,
gore.
And for anybody who's not understanding what the fuck we're doing, welcome to a Dungeons and Debauchery.
yeah,
Dungeons and Degeneracy.
what was I going to say is it's going to be open ended, so we're not going to know whether or not he's going to come back. That way, I leave the door open for him. But
Nice.
he's not going to end up in a pile of giblets on the floor. But
No, he's in forced quarantine for the next 2 years.
yeah. All right.
Or as I suggested earlier, Dungeons and Dumbassery. I think that fits all of us.
Now listen,
I already did all the branding and everything.
listen. Just I don't know if you guys were watching my stream, but I did say as poor as Wick did on the little debate that I was in. I was like, I think that's how poor I'll be. I'll be the weak link on our group here, but that's okay. I'll admit that I'm a novice when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. I think my performance here will be slightly better than Wick's in the debate sphere.
Hey, you and me both, Rob. I'm a novice to this.
There we
too.
go. Nice.
I just love your enthusiasm, and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna show up, and you're just so open about it to your community too. So
I'm a little sad that Wick actually changed his microphone because now I can't make the joke anymore that I'm not sure which is worse, his teeth or his microphone.
Yeah, it's.
You mean his tooth?
I will say, look, I not my bag to talk about his teeth or anything like that. However, I will say when Andrew Wilson kept pretending which tooth is it, and he kept,
oh my god,
and he's like, "Are you an idiot? You don't see?" It's like, oh, Wick, come on, man.
Look, Wick has summer teeth. Okay, some are white, some are yellow, some are missing.
You can't handle the tooth.
Listen, I may not be the most attractive man in the world, but my dental hygiene, I've been pretty lucky with it, and I keep up on my dental hygiene. So I also knocked all my teeth out when I was young, so they came in remarkably straight, which I was lucky for. So, yeah. That's why Joe Boober is also, you guys didn't know this, I've kept it to myself, very concerned about his dental hygiene. The life of a seafaring barbarian.
He flosses with orc hair.
Yes, that's right. That's part of his why he's attacking the orcs with bare hands. I pocketed a couple orc hairs to go into my brush.
Goodness sakes.
All right, I'll be back. I need more brown water.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Yeah, if he's going, I'm going to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
I got some spicy
My
bluish green
bar
water.
my bar is 5 feet away. I'll be right back.
Sorry, I think Rob's bathroom's right around the corner too. Is this gonna work? I don't think it's working.
What's supposed to be working?
The freaking background track.
It does not hear a background track, so it is.
I
not working.
hear critters.
Yeah, that's supposed to be night critters.
Oh, I thought you were talking about actual music.
Oh, he's 5 feet away. I'm back.
Well, congratulations.
Rob's tapping his kidney. So
Right. Oh, of course. Everything that has gone wrong tonight, of course, this would also go wrong. Why not?
All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I've already held us up 50 minutes.
Rob apologized.
Shame. Shame.
Apologize. Yeah. We're
Shame.
sorry. We're sorry. That's my default apology to South Park. What was it? The oil spill with the guy from BP?
Yeah, BP. Yeah.
We're sorry. We're so sorry. It's good shit. All right. I'm good if everyone else is.
I'm good.
Well, I mean, I'm as good as I can be, considering my voice sounds like I'm being throat fucked by a cactus wearing a sandpaper condom.
Well, all of that yelling at those orcs, then you get a night's sleep. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, I think you get MVP for yesterday. You ripped the fucking head off an orc, or last week. That was awesome.
I tried.
Your bare hands.
I've been walking around like
That
a
was
big
pretty
man
dope.
in real life ever since then, like claiming I'm just going to rip things apart with me. Unfortunately, Rob Knorr not as strong as Joe Boober. So, but unfortunate.
Noted. Rob Knorr, not the Mountain. Not going to fucking what's the guy's name? The actor.
That played the mountain, I don't know.
Oh no. Pedro Pascal. Not gonna Pedro Pascal.
No.
See, now we have to
That
show
was
up to
awesome.
DebateCon with Joe Boober shirts.
I'm talking to a merch guy next week, so maybe we'll get some Joe Boober shirts.
Okay.
Joe Boober shirts that have like a hot dog pattern on them.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. What's up?
There it goes. Okay, I can hear it now. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that freaking works. So I can't hear it. Nobody on the other end can hear it either. So.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, I turned down some of the audio because, like, one of the first goes, it was like kind of loud. So, but it does appear to be playing. So,
Okay.
Oh, audio and video. There it is.
Yeah. That's what I was just messing with. Okay. Cool. Now stop showing.
Brain
my own
just
thing. And that should take care of that. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay.
All right.
So, last we left our intrepid adventurers. You guys had found Butterskull Ranch, and it had been waylaid by orcs. All of the ranch hands had been killed. 2 of the orcs had been slain in the battle, but alas, most of the buildings had been burned down. And you found the orcs kind of hanging out and occupying the ranch house. In the bottom of the ranch house, in the cellar, you found Big Al tied up, whose life you graciously saved. Through all this, Rob was cursed. He couldn't decide whether or not he was whispering or hollering at the top of his lungs. Who is it? What's your character's name, Clown Penis?
Pat
Pat
McCoy.
McGroin.
Pat McGroin, I'm sorry. Pat McGroin kept licking all the damn butter skulls, and that was pissing Al off a little bit, but he offered you a place to stay anyway.
Who's putting
And-
penis on the screen? Great car.
No.
Okay. Well, let me deal with that really quick.
It's supposed to be an arrow drawing or pointing at Pat McGroin.
So, Big Al did offer you guys a place to sleep, and everybody is in the midst of getting a long rest in the middle of the night. Okay, before you all wake, it's probably 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. You hear some ruckus in the trees across the road. Magnus and Dink is probably aware of this as well, because they're keeping out a vigilant and watchful eye, and we're thoughtful enough to bar their doorway. So you hear what sounds like an orc in the trees, kind of mulling around a little bit. And as she comes into view, you realize it's actually a woman orc, and she sees Bray's tent out here, and she kind of comes up to it and sniffs it. and reaches inside and snatches Bray. And for an instant, you hear ah before he's snuffed out, apparently knocked unconscious and dragged off by this female orc into the woods.
No!
Well,
Typical orcs.
you're not necessarily aware of it, Joe. We were only Magnus and
Oh,
Dinka.
sorry.
Really.
That was my inner monologue. I was having a nightmare.
Magnus.
Okay.
Magnus looks at Dink and goes, "Are you awake? Am I awake? Or what the hell did we just see?"
Honestly, I don't know. Did that lady orc just come out of there and snatch Bray?
I think that's what it was. I couldn't tell.
Well, he's either gonna have a good time or a short time. One of the two.
So, what do we tell the party?
Well, I don't know, man. Maybe we ought to just let him go. It was fate after all. He was chosen.
Well, I don't need anybody blowing me up again. I guess so. We'll mention it in the morning.
Right. All right.
So
So
you're-
that Dink and Magnus return in their slumber. And if you did not get a long rest, go ahead and get a long rest. So, let's get that out of the way. Okay. And then, of course, we have the requisite music. So.
That one worked.
Nice.
All right. So as you guys get up, you actually smell what smells like
Oh.
bacon and other implements cooking on the oven down below. Big Al's not even in his bedroom when you guys get up.
Unbar our door. And I just sit back down the bed for a moment.
Remy's going towards the bacon.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm with you. Oh, shit, man. So hungry. Nothing gets me hungry like going on a frenzied rampage slaughtering orcs. And their pig-like features make me hungry for some pork.
Let me get my names real quick.
Carlos just follows you out and has no idea like what they're talking about because Carlos doesn't smell anything.
Dink's gonna go ahead and rouse up and say, "Wow, man, my throat is kind of sore. I feel like shit. How many beers did we drink last night?"
And Remy looks at the keg. Like, how much of the keg's left?
Well, Dink, I know, man. I'm a little hungover myself, but it's so weird. You finally sound like a man today. You don't sound as effeminate as you have in the past days we've been traveling together.
How much of the keg is left?
Listen here, Joe Boober. If you want to do another jumping contest, we can. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If I remember right, your name is Magnus. Do I have that correct?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice to meet you, Magnus.
Hell, we haven't talked much since you
Right
joined the
here.
group.
Here, I'll say everybody else kind of continues downstairs as you go.
How much of the keg is left?
Right here.
I know
Yeah, dude.
we haven't had a chance to get the keg out of the bag of holding in order to figure that out yet. Okay, we'll check that here in just a little bit. But several of you had beers from the keg. So. Okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead and do your thing there, Pat McGowan.
Right here. I just used what I was doing in the chat.
Oh. Okay, so Pat McGroin utters an incantation from his pinched hand, and out flies this flaming sphere, which takes up a whole 5-foot radius right next to Magnus, and it starts to set the house on fire. Actually,
Should I roll?
Yeah, it's Dex save DC 16. That's what I just rolled.
I'll tell you what I can do is I can just draw a little circle there.
Oh, because that doesn't persist.
It does persist, I thought.
No. Your effect doesn't persist. Is what I meant.
Oh no, it doesn't.
I holler at
That'll work.
Magnus. Hollers at Pat. What the fuck are you doing?
You're a wanted man.
Yeah, only by a certain group.
I smirk.
With that, Pat McGroin, you reveal a tattoo underneath your wrist. That is the symbol of the Zentarum. This is far too peaceful music for such a betrayal.
Right?
Roll initiative.
Yeah, what's there?
Yeah, I reckon. In fact, hold on just a sec. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I did get that one. So everybody actually go ahead and roll for initiative. There'll be one round of attacks, and then the rest of the house is going to be alerted to what's going on upstairs.
You should have taken what, five points of damage, I think.
I believe so. If you, I think a 4
Yeah.
fail on that. That's
Yeah, because it's DC 16.
Okay, so the pirate's actually under me and not in front of me.
No, it's in front of you, but it's
It damages everything in this square. And this
anything
square,
within 5 feet of it. Yeah,
which means
Okay.
it's catching the wall on fire next to it as well.
right.
All right.
Everybody else should be. Did you guys roll your initiatives?
I got Carlos and Remy, but I'm missing Boober, I think.
It disappeared. I thought I was downstairs or something.
Yeah, you are. Everybody's downstairs, but we're gonna do one round between Pat and Magnus,
Okay,
and then you guys are gonna be alerted.
gotcha.
I'll do that.
Getting there. God damn it. What's going on? There we go.
Perfect.
All right.
Oh,
You
we're
got
not
it.
gonna do one for Dink. I'm sorry, but yeah, you guys go ahead.
Okay, so it's on my turn. I'm gonna do. Is it? I just gotta find it. Just give me a sec. No, I have it. Oh, that's because that's attacks and it's not an attack. Okay. Here we go. Cast mage armor.
Okay.
Which will raise my AC to, I believe it's 15. Double check. 13 plus dex, so. So yeah,
Did you do anything
15.
cheeky with your spell book? Did you? I haven't
Nope.
checked.
Not at all. Not at all.
Take your word for it.
That should. I can't change it. I'll just remember that I'm AC 15 on my character sheet. And then who thought I
What's
had?
your dex mod? So what's your dex mod?
Yeah, my dex mod is 2, so 15.
15.
Yeah.
I'll change the AC on your token. That'll help.
Okay, that works. And I'll be done on that round.
All right. I'll hit guiding bolt.
All right.
You take that 5 points of damage again. On your
How come?
turn.
Yep.
With each full round, yeah.
But the first one wasn't a round.
It's a surprise.
Or does that count as this one? Okay.
Yeah, in the initial attack it burns, and then on on each character's turn within range of it takes the damage.
Alrighty. I guess I'll go ahead and hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So you actually get to, you roll the save again.
Oh, okay. You get to save again.
Alright, then I'll back it back up and
I'll take
do
what
a
you
dex
get.
after this, yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Is that an attack roll? Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast shield. My reaction.
20 definitely hits. Sorry, I'm not showing the dice.
So that's gonna raise my AC to 20. So that doesn't hit, right? Or is it still gonna hit?
It still hits, yeah, actually.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna do that because I thought you had to match it. Okay, so you matching AC hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
That's
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
minimum
do
it has
that.
to be in order to hit.
Okay, cool. All right. So what was it?
19
19?
damage. A
Damn,
lot.
Guys, do not go
that
to
is a lot. Is there a...
Ah! Yeah, line them up. Okay. So
That's a nasty spell.
It is. It can be. All right. So from down below, you hear, "What in the hell's going on up there?" That's Big Al hollering, and everybody rushes back upstairs because it sounds like fighting has broken out. And immediately, Big Al smells the smoke. The smoke is sort of filling up the hallway and stuff. And yeah, he's freaking out. So,
Alright.
Okay, so that was the end of your turn, right, Magnus?
No.
Okay, what else you got?
I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Well, you know, scratch that. I'm sorry. I'm not. Oh, hold on.
Do that dex save.
I'm going to cast. Well, I will let before I end my turn. I will cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay,
which is also that's a bonus action.
great.
18 hits, correct?
Uh,
It's got 15 and then shield. How long does shield last?
shield lasts until the end of my turn. So at 20. So no, that does not. hit.
Hold on. He said he didn't cast the reaction.
Well, and I
He
can
took it back,
cast that now. Yeah, I can
did.
cast it now. So I'll cast it now.
It's a
Then
bonus action. Okay, so then it's
Yeah.
20.
Yeah. either way.
Here. So let me turn this over to you, Magnus. Yeah.
Alright, then I charge at him. Get closer to him and end my turn.
Okay. So now, also roll the dex.
I'm
save.
gonna-
See- Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
You
Alright,
can't do
wow.
anything. You've done everything you can do. So, dex save. And then,
Dex save.
I think that saves. So then you take, what, 2 damage or 3 damage? Is it 5? think it was 5.
Yeah, it's
what-
5.
Yeah.
So let's say 3 damage. Okay. So now, Joe Boober, what are you doing?
I must be those damn orcs. They must have made their way in. So I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is what I could move, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I get to right here, right? And then is this door open? I'm sorry to...
I'll say that Dink didn't close it when he left. So, unless
Okay, so I
Let's
would
say
be
it's
able to
open.
see Magnus.
you would, yeah.
Okay, but I can't see
And
Pat.
fire.
I see the fire.
You see a floating ball of flame right there, and it's starting to catch the walls on fire around it. Yep.
Okay. Let me ask you this. I'm not going to take an action because I can't see what Magnus is fighting, but I'm worried. What the fuck's going on? Can I continue to move extra spaces for my action?
Yes, you can rush as an action
Okay.
up to 60 feet.
So then I'm going to do that, and I'm going
say-
to...
You still have about 8 feet to go, so you could get to this square and past Magnus into the room if you wanted. I
Okay.
think you have enough movement for that.
All right. So then I'll do that. And then I see this fight. So I'm like, what the hell's going on?
This asshole attacked me.
Pat, say it ain't so.
Oh, look at it.
Ooh,
I yell at Bieber. So who else has been after us all this time? It hasn't been me, but this fool shows up, automatically taken into the party, and attacks me at the first chance he gets. You make your decision.
Pat, he makes a point. Magnus pulled me out of a cave. What is this fight about?
I don't know. He attacked me out of nowhere. I walked in here and he just attacked me.
Put the damn weapons down. Let's get out of here before the whole damn place burns.
I'm not turning my back on him again, Joe.
Pat, put your weapon
Wait,
down.
Joe, I don't have a weapon.
Well, great, you've complied.
I'm complied. I don't have a weapon.
Let's get the fuck out of here and find out what's going on.
Question, EOD. Should
What's that?
Joe should take the fire damage now, correct?
Technically, yeah.
That's fair. So
At
I
the end-
roll
at the end of his turn.
at the end of my turn.
At the end of his turn, yes.
All right. So then, what I'm going to do to end my turn, I'm going to just ready my axe, but I'm not going to take any sort of actions. I just ready my axe and I say, "If you don't stop fighting, Pat, I'll have no choice but to intervene." And then I will end my turn and roll a deck save. Is that what I'm rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say,
Okay.
better than what? What's the DC?
16.
Well, I failed.
10 does not work. Yeah.
So how much damage do I take?
5.
5 damage.
Okay. All right, and my turn's over.
Okay. So Pat, what are you doing?
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna introduce a counter. So, because you're, oh my goodness, the keyboard's too far away from me. But you're, bear with me for just a second. Okay. All right. So Misty Step.
And I'm going to teleport myself to here.
Can I
And
ask a
then my
dumb
bonus
question?
action, I'm moving my flaming spear here in front of the door.
Okay. I think that you can get here because you have to.
Yeah,
use-
it has to be visible. Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're moving the sphere into Magnus's square.
Through Magnus's square right to here.
Okay. As you move it, it catches the walls on fire around it, and these walls are aflame right now. Hold on a minute. Will you work?
Can I ask why we skipped everybody else this turn?
It's
We didn't because I had an 18 initiative.
first of all,
Right,
you
but
had
you
Power
cast.
Flame. You all had a bonus round, and then you all had a single round alone. Then everybody else was alerted. Joe Boober's initiative was higher than Pat's.
Than mine.
So, yeah. Okay. What's the problem? Okay, you know what? Just give me a rectangle. There, that works. Okay, that wall's on fire. This wall's on fire. The place is starting to burn down. Now the door in the hallway is starting to catch on fire. Okay.
Okay.
Any
Then I am going. Yes. That was my bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit with a scorching ray on Magnus, and that's going to be my last of my second level skill spells for 21 to hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you roll at disadvantage on that because Magnus has half cover.
Okay.
He's inside the door, you can barely see him.
What, I just hit that twice, I guess.
Yeah, just do it again. Well, wait a minute.
Wait, what?
You
What
rolled it
happened
twice
there?
in the first place. So
Yeah, the
the,
10.
I only rolled it once.
the 10 is what we're gonna go with. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say that doesn't hit, right?
No.
Oh, also, wait a minute. How are
Wonder
you
why.
using the scorching ray? You used an action and a bonus action. How is there room for scorching ray?
Yeah. What was my action?
Misty step.
That's a bonus action spell.
Well, you only get one bonus action, so then you shouldn't have been
Oh.
able to use the fire spell.
Okay. Then the fire
There's only one of
stays.
those.
Yes. Okay. Then the fire stays. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
But these walls are still.
I'm learning.
Yeah. Okay.
Then, as my movement, I'm going to duck around the corner here.
Okay. Now it's Dink's turn. Not understanding completely what's going on and not completely hearing the conversation between Joe and Magnus, Dink is going to assume you were the assailant. So he's coming after you. Okay. So he can get down to the end of the hallway, but he can't get much further than that.
One thing running by, Magnus hollers, "It's another assassin."
And he just keeps on trucking and nods his head. He gets about that far. Yeah, as he's running off, he hollers towards Remy and Carlos. He might be headed downstairs. So, he does not have a clear shot to you. You are obscured from his view. Okay, so Carlos, what are you doing?
Carlos doesn't feel very well, so he's gonna have a seat. He's very dizzy and suddenly, like his throat is raspy and he just doesn't feel good.
Why is Remy not in the initiative order?
I noticed that he's
well,
at 5.
Probably because you added your tokens after I added them. Then I ended up removing the wrong one. What was your initiative roll?
Where is that?
15. I'll take it. Now you're in there. But, okay. You know what? Go ahead and take your turn, Remy. And then after this, we'll correct the turn order.
Yeah, if he yelled out he's head downstairs, Remy run downstairs.
Okay. Cool.
And ready in action to shoot if he sees anybody run by.
All right. So, Magnus, what are you doing?
I guess I'll come out and come to the hallway here and let's see.
Make it
Yep. Screw it. I guess I'll hit him with another guiding bolt. And
11 will not hit.
all right, then basically I'll guess I'll move my spirit the 20 feet and have it attack him too.
I'll say it'll get there. So go for it.
Nope, misses
So
too.
11 will not hit.
Son of a bitch.
All right, and I'll just send my turn.
Okay. I just want to remind everybody, it's $5 for reroll, and we can do curse boxes and loot boxes after this, but this might be a really good time for a reroll. Anyway, okay, so that's gonna turn around, okay, and Pat, you can keep this fire spell up for a total of 10 rounds, so we're on 5.
Right. Correct.
Okay. So Joe Boober, what are you doing?
Okay, hate to break the fourth wall here, but can I occupy the same space as this spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use a bonus action, and I am going to use my rage. So I'll use that, and then I am going to charge in to right here, and then I am going to take a reckless attack. Let's see, with my axe, if I can find the reckless attack button. Okay, so here we go. And I'm just, you fucker! And we're gonna,
22 hits.
okay.
22 is going to hit, yeah.
And then
Even if I cast it,
savage
that's gonna hit.
attacker, so I'll do it twice.
24 damage. Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god. Okay. So, do you want to describe the fatality, or you want me to?
Yeah, here's what I do. The axe comes down and it clips. It goes directly through the right shoulder, severing the whole fucking arm, splitting him in half, and splitting the fucking wing right in half, like in a diagonal through the back of the sternum. Just fucking wing laying on the ground.
Oh shit, fire. Yeah, and then with that, Pat McGroin is no more, laying in pieces on the ground. There's feathers all over the place. She's like, spit a couple of them out.
I expect you to roast that wing and barbecue it, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Magnus sidesteps Joe and rips the necklace, the emblem off of his Pat McGroin's neck, and holds it up for Joe Boober to see and go, this is why he jumped. This is why he attacked me. He's part of the Sub-Harem.
This same crazy bitch that attacked you guys earlier?
Yes.
Damn. I thought you guys were just paranoid. I didn't realize it was this serious. They even infiltrated and attacked us at night like that while we were sleeping. It's unreal. Well, he's dead now. Fuck him. Creepy bastard crawling on ceilings and shit.
Dean pipes up. And says, they must have planted him at the mine. That's where we picked this guy up. So he's been waiting a while for that. Oh shit, we need to put out these fires. And about that time, fucking Big Al runs over and starts trying to pat the fire down. He's like, it's a ladder! Holy shit!
Big Al! You survived these orcs. What can we do?
Just get water. Get water from downstairs. Get water from the well. And he's grabbing blankets and shit from the beds and whatever. And Dink will immediately run downstairs and run out to the well. And he's filling up his helm or whatever, and brings it back up. Tiny little bit of fucking water doesn't do a whole lot of good. Then Big Al runs down into the cellar. He grabs like a bucket, comes back. Anyway, you guys fight with it for 20 or 30 minutes. Finally, you get the fire out. The wall is charred pretty fucking bad. The bed is messed up. You can't use it again. But other than that, the house is gonna survive. So.
I apologize. Magnus apologizes to Big Al and tells Big Al that, Al, due to your kindness, we brought this into your home. I thought you would like to know that we found your cow over by, though I guess it's your old homestead near where we found these horses.
Oh, you don't say. That's excellent news. I can get the business back up because that's my only freaking cow. I don't know what I was gonna do without her. Thank goodness, Petunia. My God. Okay, hold on just a second. I was gonna ask you guys to look for it, and I had something for you. And he goes back into his dresser and comes back out with that cache of gold you found earlier, and he hands it back to you. He says, "This is only our quarter's returnings, but it's a meager sum to save my business. I do appreciate it." And he hands it to Joe Boober and kind of nods at Magnus.
I say, no, we can't take this. There's been damage to your home. Use this to repair your home.
He sort of holds the bag in his hand and he looks at the wall. He says, I never liked those damn Asimars, but the house will survive. I'll get a couple of farm hands in from Tribor and we'll have this fixed up in a day or two. It's not that big of a deal. But I do appreciate your candor, Mr. Master Dwarf. Says. He takes the gold back and says, "Well, I had some breakfast cooking. I don't know if it's any good anymore, but you all are welcome to it." He says, back downstairs.
Before Big Al takes off, I inquire about what would we need to do to obtain the use of his horses for a short period.
Well, you saved my cow, you saved my business, and you saved my life. I reckon that's worth 3 horses.
Thank you, sir.
Big Al, what a man. Thank you so much. And sorry that chicken man burned down part of your house. We're so sorry.
It's all right. Like I said, it can be fixed.
Hey, Joe. Since you did most of the work there, you want to go loot the body?
I will loot the body. But I have to apologize, Magnus. I should have struck sooner. But I was confused. I thought that it was those damn orcs again. And I didn't understand what was going on. But I'll be more vigilant now, knowing that these assassins could even be people that we've been traveling with.
Walking by, I pat him on the shoulder and continue downstairs, saying it's all right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what Pat have on him?
Well, do you want to tell us, Nader?
Yeah, I can tell you. Let me bring up my inventory. So there's a dagger, a quarterstaff, a robe, a spell book, fine clothing, random odds and ends stuff, red peppers, and a mithril chainmail.
Oh yeah, I'm taking all of it, right? Now I'm intrigued by the mithril chainmail. I know that we discussed, but
Well,
what?
there's something else. How much money do you have, Pat?
Yep. I have 511 gold.
Oh,
Damn.
Also, you notice the robes he's wearing are probably worth at least 100 gold in and of themselves.
so we'll take.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm just gonna grab everything, and I want to head downstairs and get out of this smoky ass building, and we'll talk about divvying this up. But yes, I definitely take. And I'm Joe Pooper is has a keen eye on separating this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna separate it 6 ways, because
Well, 5.
well, one of the
5.
things I still don't know. Joe Boober still assumes Bray's with us. I haven't.
Okay.
So I'm like, we'll divvy it all up. But I'm honored, and I take that fucking wing that I severed off. I want to take that with the intent of making a badass cloak with it. That's my.
Wait, how much gold remaining?
Well, you guys don't change your gold yet. Okay, Pat, do not change your inventory. I'll do
I'm
it.
not. I haven't touched it. I haven't touched my inventory.
Okay. I'm having a hard time getting the fucking character sheet to load. I don't know why, but we'll handle that in a minute. Okay, so we all head downstairs for breakfast or whatever. All right. Sorry guys, if Roll20 would cooperate,
Yeah.
it would be so much easier. Okay. There.
Oh, nice. Carlos is already sitting at a table. How convenient.
You said there was food. So Big Al comes over to the fireplace where the bacon is cooking on a skillet, and it's a little bit burnt, but still edible.
I'm trapped under Pat McGroin, my icon.
I'll move me.
There you go.
There we
As I
go.
find my-
Nice.
There's my cursor.
You are trapped under his groin.
Yes. Not a pleasant experience.
All right, gentlemen. I would have told y'all this if shit didn't go down already this morning. But it seems like our other friendly warrior might have gotten drug off in the night by an orc.
What? More fucking orcs?
That's pretty typical of them orcs.
Dink pipes up and says, "It was just one. She came out of the woods, and I don't know, man. She looked kind of randy."
Like I said, it's pretty normal. You gotta hide your kids, hide your wife. You're taking everybody up in here.
Well, maybe he might get the loving he was looking for in town.
Or out in the woods, I think. Oh, I don't know.
He was a strange one. He was always sort of outside our group. Should we go after him?
That's why Snoots knew.
Not sure, says Dink. We can try, but I'm not sure if we'll actually find him or not.
I don't think that one shop lady is going to be at all bothered that he has been drug off. I look over towards Joe, and I think that she'll do just fine.
You don't think his girlfriend will be very sad? He told me all about how they've been together for so long.
While you guys are having this conversation, Big Al passes out plates of eggs that are reasonably cooked and bacon that's a little bit overdone.
That wasn't the story we had heard, and every chance he'd get, he was hitting up the women around town, so...
Surely he could take care of himself from one orc lady. Perhaps he wanted to go off with her.
Might be.
I mean, if by Snooze ain't the worst thing in the world. Well, I hear.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll dedicate this slice of bacon to our friend Bray. May he
wait a minute, says Dink. And then he gets the bag of holding out and produces just the top of the keg and pops the cork on it and looks in. Says, "Oh, there's about a quarter of this left, but I reckon we could have it around for the morning," he said.
While we're sitting here, I cast Divine Spark Healing on myself.
Right on.
Pass me that keg. I'll take a drink to Bray.
What they say about the hair of the dog?
Yeah, well, Big
Pass that over
Al
here.
gathers some flagons. Dink fills them up, passes them out. Big Al takes one for himself, and there's just enough for everybody to have one.
As he's passing this around, Ruger kicked Carlos's chair out from under him.
Carlos
Hey.
just falls over, hits his head, and he's just like,
Hey.
"Oh man, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I ain't feeling so good, homie."
Pick your ass up. Let's go.
Ow, my fucking head hurts.
Sounds like you got fucking raped by a fucking goddamn cactus.
Dink
I don't
says,
know what
"Wow,
kind of beer.
Your
what kind of
voice
beer
sounds
would-
awfully harsh, man."
You don't fucking say, mate.
Didn't you room with Pat last night? Did he get your throat before he tried to get me?
I don't think so. Like he tickled my balls with his mage hand. But
God only knows where that's been.
well, yeah, but I mean, hold on. Hey, can we check the label on that keg? I might be suspicious of something.
Dink produces the top of the keg again, pops the cork, and looks inside. Oh, and now that you mention it, it smells awfully foul. And he looks in, and he shows it to the rest of you. Because somehow this keg still weighs practically nothing, as long as most of it's in the back. Yeah. Let's see.
Magnus takes a look and smells. Can't determine what it is.
Yeah.
I think that beer they sold us a keg of Corona.
Hold on. This ain't that beer that's brewed in can, ain't it?
Do a history check for that one.
My 16 investigation doesn't count?
No, not as history. Not
Oh,
that.
come on.
Do it anyway. Come on.
Fuck.
Ah!
Your brain literally rolls out of your ear.
I start to inspect the outside of the keg.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dink pulls the whole keg out and dumps it on the ground. And,
I mean, makes sense.
it'll be obvious. It doesn't take much to see, but just the act of investigating. And okay, you notice that there's like this goop that looks like booger snot, kind of seeping
call
through
me?
some of the cracks in the planks of the keg, down at the bottom of it. As you look into the hole, you see the same goop kind of on the edges of the outside of it.
No, I got the coronavirus.
Okay, I'll say Dink does an investigation check on it, or a medicine check. I don't know. Let me see. Oh man, character sheets are not cooperating today. That's fantastic. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh, no. Dumbass. Corona is just the name of the beer.
Pretty sure I got the coronavirus from the beer.
Oh, we got the Corona beer. Look right there. It says on the fucking cask. It says Corona.
Yeah. So Dink
Looks like
will,
Bud Light to me.
Dink will remember rumors that had been spread around Tribor about a virus that had been sort of perpetuated by anchorites of Talos. Okay, so Talos is this thunder god that hedonistic cultures tend to worship, orcs chief among them. So Dink will speak up and say, "Those filthy orcs must have had something to do with it, because this is coronavirus shit right here, man." Which I shouldn't really say on YouTube. This is orcalcum virus is what this is. That's what he'll call it.
Damn
Tell
those
me-
bastards! Yeah,
tell
not
me
only
that-
they're taking our people, and now they've shit on our beer. This cannot stand.
It must be all them bats they're
on
eating.
the table. You're damn right it can't. What are you saying, Remy?
It's all them bats they're eating.
No, it's totally the COVID 18-19, if you know what I mean.
Kofifi.
This totally doesn't take place in the present or anything.
Let's try to
This
use
is-
a different word.
This is in a land far, far away.
It's the orcalcum virus. All right. So yes, the barrel has apparently been poisoned by orcalcum virus. Now it comes from the orcs. That doesn't necessarily mean the orcs put it there. That's all I'll say about it. Okay.
I told you, it's them fucking orcs. They're eating the bats over in Wuhan.
Big Al kind of looks at his flagon and spits his beer out and says, "Blah! You guys are trying to poison me. I give you my house and my breakfast, and you just try to poison me. I swear." He kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. He says it in jest. But
Magnus stands up and says, "We need to let the people in the town know about this, because that can't be the only barrel that's coming in right now. And we also need to let people know that Big Al's butter skulls will still be on the shelf, so he doesn't lose more business, because we've already done enough damage here."
indeed.
I mean,
He says, "I recall they had another barrel on that cart headed for the Lion Shield Coster. I bet that's where Toblin gets his beer, his ale."
they get in the wrong hands, imagine how many people they could hurt.
Big Al kind of passes. Says the whole town might be at risk. I ought to come and help you guys.
They'd have to quarantine that whole town for a couple of years.
Potentially, says Big Al.
Held everybody in their rooms and shit.
It'd be our pleasure, Big O. Come on.
What's up, K2? It's good to see you, man. Mr. Alley Cat hanging out in the chat. I'm sorry, chat. It's hard to keep track of everything and keep track of chat. I see you guys out there. I love you guys so much. I'll remind you again, we did lower some of the thresholds. So $10 for a curse box, $20 for a loot box, and $5 for a reroll. Keep that in mind. I'm watching.
I may have spent the old prices. I didn't see that the.
Oh, shit. Fine.
It's all right.
Speaking of which, we did just get a curse box from Rob Norr. Thank you so much, Rob. You're fucking
We
awesome,
got
bro.
2.5 curse boxes.
Yeah,
for
that's
Rob
fine.
Moore.
I'll take 2. How about that?
That'll work. 2 curse boxes incoming from Rob Norr.
No, buy 2, get 1 for $5.
You want?
3,
I'll do 3. We can do 3 on this occasion because Rob is my most frequent contributor. Thank you so much, Rob.
No problem. Someone's gonna match it. Someone in 3
Frank,
curse
Jack.
boxes. Someone could at least get a positive box in to try to even shit out here, right?
Indeed. Cool. All right, I made a note. Ah, great. All right. Let's see. How
You guys might want to get tested for this just to make sure, you're not just like asymptomatic or anything. Here, take this stick that's wrapped up with a paper towel and you got to like shove it up your ass or something.
Listen, I don't
He
want to
kinda looks at
worry
you
everyone.
cross-eyed for a minute. He says, "That's not how you test for that."
I should keep my mouth shut, but everybody knows that with this sort of shit, you need a mask. But the most preferable masks are ones made from wings, and I don't know that I'm up for sharing these N95 wings to you all. But you could cut a slice of clothing off or something and wrap it around your face.
Boober, you don't tell me my business. I ain't wearing no mask, all right?
All right. Just saying.
Listen here, when was the last time underwear stopped one of your farts, sir?
Hey,
You think a piece of cloth over my face is going to do anything?
I used to know a very scientific man named Fauci who told me if you run into this shit, just wear an N95 wing mask. I'm just saying. So that's fine. If you want to attack him, that's fine by you. But I will be fashioning a mask.
He didn't do like any like weird experiments with puppies, did he?
I don't. I think that's a malicious rumor. It's a malicious rumor. He's a good man. Crying out loud. Served.
Look,
the
I've
sword
known
goes
several
forever, where
plague
it served it
doctors.
honorably.
He
I
is a
know.
halfling, though, right?
Parts.
Oh, he's a
Yes,
gnome. He's got to
a
be a
short man.
gnome.
Yes, he's-
He's gonna be a no.
Oh, you mean to tell me the one guy that can fix me is a fucking midget?
With a big nose.
Yes, a very big nose.
Oh, so he's Jewish.
No, don't say
Oh,
that.
No.
bad race car.
Not actually Jewish, but he's like one
Wait, okay,
or something.
okay, are we headed back to town or not? What are we doing?
Magnus has gone together up
Let's
the horses.
not get EOD's channel clapped, okay?
I think we should head back to town. But remember, we did run into those guys that told us that maybe some of this orc shit was coming from the forest. But for me
Hey,
personally, okay.
Look, if this spreads, all right, this could be global. This could shut down the world for the foreseeable future. Got to stop that barrel of beer.
I agree.
Big Al kind of pipes up. He says, there's a hunter out in the woods that I'm aware of, but I don't think he's going anywhere. I say we go back to the town.
I'm in.
Because
You
our
got the
immediate
horses?
concern should be the innocent people, not the conspirators in the forest. So
Magnus has already headed out and rounded up the horses.
Right on. So, okay. Yeah. So we all head out of the farmhouse and then get on the horses. There's 6 of us, so just split it even ways, and I'm gonna have to copy one of these to the world map because it is kind of a long way. I can't remember exactly how far it is, but let's find out.
While we're on the road, I asked Big Al, so you're just going to leave that body to rot on your staircase? How's that going to be in a week or so?
Well, they're kind of rotting all over the ranch, if you didn't notice. I was hoping to hire a couple of ranch hands out of Toblin's mine. Or Toblin's bar, sorry.
Well, there's one less wing to rot there. I took care of that.
Indeed. Okay, should be able to paste that. Yeah, there we go.
On our way back, Remy is talking to Carlos. Hey, look, you for right now until we figure this out, you got to stay at least 6 feet back behind everybody else, all right?
It's kind of hard to do when you're on a horse, says Dink.
With him.
Don't worry, I'll just cough to this direction, away from everybody.
That's right. You cough that other direction, all right? But stay 6 feet back behind me.
Okay. I say as you guys approach this fork in the Tribord Trail that actually leads off to Phandalin.
I take the road less traveled.
It is getting to be
all right.
Dark outside. The sun has set. Night is starting to settle in. You've traveled about 50 miles so far. And it's taken several hours, but you can travel twice as fast on a horse. I decided that's how it should be. According to the rules, you don't get to go any further at all. You just don't have to worry about being burdened along the journey. But I say you get to go faster. So,
So we're going to set up camp?
I'm asking, do you want to set up camp or do you want to approach the town at night?
I think we should definitely get to town as fast as possible. We could rest once we warn people.
I got to agree with the big man here. We got to stop that keg from getting there.
Right. Oh. Okay.
I mean,
just changes a couple of things. I'm sorry. Bear with me for just a moment.
If this keg hits that town and everybody gets sick, okay, the government's gonna start overreaching and they're shutting things down and people gonna go out of business and they're gonna start taking people's rights away and then shit's gonna go crazy, all right?
But his stream ended 40
Economy's
minutes
gonna
ago
collapse,
after a
inflation's
Economy's gonna collapse.
Nobody's gonna want to go to work.
Horse and carriage prices are going to go through the fucking roof.
Would you like to know how many total
Big Al
views
kind of
we've
piped
had
up
on
that. He's
this
like, well, that wouldn't hurt
video
my
while it's
feelings.
live?
No, don't even.
Some
say
old guy
it.
with
$10
dementia
comes
will
in
take
from
over the fucking
Fernando.
world as the
Appreciate
the
that. Very
leader
kind
of the
Very
things,
kind
and
indeed. As we continue,
and he'll
to
say some
conduct
really dumb shit.
activities for the invasion,
And it's all
putting
because
us
of that
at
Fuji
80% of
guy.
the goal. We're getting pretty close. Has the Smoky Man ever smoked clove
Damn
cigarettes?
Fuji.
Yeah, back when there was clothes to smoke.
Okay, I'm sorry.
When I was
I mean, look, his wife is in on it too, all right? Two of them, they're just trying to sell us the cure.
After seeing my assassination attempts twice firsthand, kind of makes me wonder if they're not shipping that keg in to wipe everybody out of Phandalin to cover their tracks.
Could be, says Dink. Could very well be. Okay, and you guys arrive at the north end of town. When actually as you come up over the hill, there's a hill that sort of hides Phandalin from view. And you hear kind of a lot of ruckus and voices, and at first you think maybe something is wrong, but you soon realize it's merrymaking that's going on, actually. And I have this. That's way too small. Okay, hold on.
That's not what she said.
Jazz hands.
I'm gonna open this
Hold
one.
on. It's
Okay.
supposed to be like this. No.
Move that down
See that?
here.
I am not some cheap conjurer.
Yes, indeed. It's supposed to be like. There we go. Now
There you go.
can see it, right?
Oh,
Okay, so there's like fireworks.
DoD
and stuff going
spewing
on.
his stuff everywhere.
That's right. There's like fireworks and confetti and all kinds of cool stuff. Okay. Alright,
EOD sweats glitter and comes confetti.
As you approach the town, okay, there is a guard who's bearing a red shield with a flaming sword on his tunic, and you immediately recognize him as a hammer of Tempest. And at first, he looks your party up and down for a minute on your horseback still, which will resolve here in just a second. And then he sees Magnus on the back of Remy's horse, and he says, "Ho there, Hammer Magnus! Welcome. The Knights Tempest have taken the town."
Hellhammer. Good to see a stalwart of my order here in prison after what's all been going on. So I take it you've gotten our messages.
Indeed, brother. Captain Malcolm responded in haste with a party of a few of us. There's another Southern Guard and a couple of us guarding the miners' exchange. When we found the building, it had been abandoned, but we searched, and in the basement we found all of the town's children who had apparently been kidnapped, and nobody bothered to say anything to you guys because it was kind of a personal thing. But yeah, so everybody's celebrating. We finally found the kids, so that's what's going on right now. We could not get Harbin Wester to leave his house though, so but I'm sure Captain Malcolm would hail your forthcoming.
Hold on. That is
Hammer.
not important right now.
Hammer,
Did a caravan come through here carrying a keg of beer?
Now that you mention it, yeah, a caravan did come through for the Lion Shield not too long ago, a day or two back.
Hammer. You said Malcolm's here, correct?
Yes, Hammer, indeed.
Go tell Malcolm immediately that we have a situation that has come about that makes the situation much more grave. Have him come to us immediately.
Don't care.
Yes,
Tim
sir.
Tebow out there to hand it off to
And
Darren's throat.
tell
He
him to
done
put a
got
diaper on his face.
What? Whatever.
You heard me.
I'm not doing that.
You heard me.
He runs off. That's south of the miners' exchange. So you guys
Magnus.
approach the town. Big Al
Magnus
says,
starts
"Oh,
making
there's
his
gonna
way
be a
in.
party going on tonight."
Magnus goes over to the party to see if there's any kegs being given to the town folk.
Yeah, so as you approach, you see all of the shopkeepers and everybody are kind of gathered in the town square, and there's a new face among them, who's an elderly woman that you don't recognize. But among the various accoutrements that has been set up is a kind of an improvised grill with around a stone fire, and nearby is a keg, which looks very reminiscent to the one that's in your bag of holding.
I apologize to the barkeep and go straight for the keg and use my hammer to smash it while yelling at the crowd, "Pour out your drinks."
Pour out your drinks! You bring the hammer down, and with very little effort, the keg bursts apart and splashes the beer all over the ground. And Toblin kind of looks up and says, "What the hell did you do that for?" And at that, the little halfling band that's been playing a jig at the bottom of the hill suddenly stops. And all the kids up on the hill kind of stop and look for a minute. They're not too terribly interested in what's going on. But who is it? Yvonne kind of comes around and has an inquisitive eye, but he's just waiting to see what happens.
See what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass!
with that, Dink approaches as well and hails to his brother of the Order of the Gauntlet, and explains the beer it was poisoned. You were all about to contract some terrible disease. How many of you have had beers? And Barthen kind of pipes up and says, "Well, a few." And he looks particularly drunk. And Toblin says, "Well, I haven't had any. I know better than to get involved in that shit. It gets you in trouble sometimes."
I asked Toblin, is there any building that has a large enough floor space to house about 10 to 20 people that we can use?
Well,
Who and a
my
half
inn
years?
could probably handle that. What do you have in mind?
Well, I didn't want to impact your business just in case we need to keep an eye out on these people.
I see. Lenine pipes up and says, "What's going on, Master Dwarf? I've had one of these beers."
It's possibly that it's been poisoned, or there's some illness that has fallen afoot that was hidden here.
And Dink pipes up and says, "It's the corona. It's the orichalcum virus." I'm sorry. I'm gonna fuck with it. But it's the orichalcum virus from the orcs in the forest. I'm sure of it.
It's the Corona Premier trademark virus.
Well, Tobin explains, "Well, we just had a great bit of news where the Knights of the Tempest came and they found our little ones. We'd been wondering where they'd been. And then just by the luck of the draw, Lady Gale came back. She runs the Shrine of Luck most of the time. She's agreed to take care of the kids until we can find some suitable homes for them. Most of their parents have perished, unfortunately."
Well, it's wonderful to hear that my brethren was able to help this town. Has there been anything else going on?
Well, no. I believe late one night, probably 5 or 6 days ago, I saw that woman with the fancy armor, and she was running off on her black horse with
About that Maxwell
Amelia
lady?
sitting on the back of it. And they ran north.
About that Maxwell?
Well, I don't know. It was that freaking drow lady that's been after you guys, I think.
I'll look back at the party. I'm like, maybe, just maybe, this is the last we hear of this. I need to speak to my captain that's in the town before I can give you any more information.
Well, that Yavin kind of pipes up. He says, "Captain Malcolm is one of the most honorable among us knights of the higher orders. I'm sure he has a plan to help." Me and my knights are just here resting until we make our way back to Tribor.
If y'all been indulging in it, I don't think y'all going anywhere for the foreseeable future.
What do you mean? And he sort of looks at you crossways. He says, I haven't had any of the ale at all. We do not drink." And he taps the gauntlet on his chest.
Remy grabs Carlos and pushes him forward. Look at this miserable cur.
Yeah,
Right.
look at me, fucks.
Oh, you don't look so good, brother.
That's all I'm saying. He's
You ever,
got that.
you ever
virus.
felt like your throat's ever been fucked by a fucking cactus wrapped in a sandpaper condom? Do you even know what sandpaper? Do you even know what sandpaper is in this realm?
I've heard of it. Yeah. Says Tobin. He's the only one among them that might be a carpenter. So.
Well, I mean, the last time I checked, nobody knows what toilet paper is around here either. So
What do you mean by that? You can't wipe your ass with with a paper. It'll just fall apart. You got to use these corn cobs, mate. And he points over to the outhouse. There's a little bucket of corn cobs.
Oh, there's
Oh,
not.
I
there's
heard
not-
the galaxy.
What about the seashells?
Yeah,
Gotta use the
what about the
seashells.
3 shells? Yeah.
You're
Well,
dead. Shut
there's
up.
a reason
No,
why
I'm
he's the
kidding.
most popular streamer in liberal news media. There's a reason why he's constantly the center of attention and drama.
I instruct
It's because he
Tobin
gets
to
into
round
fights
up
with other
anyone
people
who
all the
had a
time,
drink
which is what we'll
and
talk
explain
about
to him
today.
that we
Real
should,
solid indeed.
within the first 48 hours, we'll know
How old
who's
was
sick and who's
Rose?
not.
No idea. 17, 18.
All right.
Now,
okay.
I don't care.
Everybody got a fucking
Let me
lozenge.
tell you why I don't care.
Sore
We already
throat,
knew that. We've known that for a
shortness
year.
of breath,
That like Rose
fevers,
was like living with her parents and all that kind of shit.
Like you can't
So,
smell
well,
nothing.
maybe not a
like
year.
those,
Maybe November.
Those are kind of the
November.
telltale signs.
So we've known that she
You
was
say
living
some
with her
racist
parents. She was
shit.
fucking
I
stupid
mean,
and
oh
all
wait,
that
never
bullshit.
mind. That's just me.
So I don't know. 17 years old, 364 days, and 11 hours.
Yeah, midgets.
I'll have
No
Gail
idea.
take care of the children.
No
and
idea.
I'll
And you
gather
know
up
what?
the adults.
I hope that the entire
I'll start
drama
dispersing and,
of
Toby
sexting
starts
random
taking
people
the
on the
adults who
internet,
drink into the-
of sending homemade pornography
But
to
that
various
ain't good
people,
enough. That
of
hold on,
having it
that ain't
leaked,
good enough.
of getting
Even if you
sued
drank
over
it, could be
I
this
hope that
thing
has
called
been and will continue to remain a wake-up
meaning you
call for
have it,
Stephen
don't
to
have the
not
symptom.
be so hedonistic and nihilistic.
Oh, really? And he looks at Yavin. Yavin looks at him. Says, if you think you're going to imprison us here, you have another thing coming, bartender.
So you might want to keep them all here against their will for no fucking reason at all.
Tolan just kind of nods. He says, I'll do my best, but I'm no warrior. I'm not going to fight you, Master Yavin. And he kind of bows his head a little bit.
Come on, guys. We all just gotta suck it up for 2 weeks to slow the spread or some shit like that.
Oh, what? How does the? Okay, so you have to do. Somebody has to do the freaking maid from Family Guy for this lady. She's gonna say she's gonna support Carlos's. She's gonna support Carlos's point of view. Just a couple of weeks to slow the spread. All right. Just Windex, yes. 2 weeks slow spread, yes. All right.
Not the generic kind. It would leave a film.
Get Pfizer, yes. All right.
Magnus goes ahead and starts heading towards the miners' exchange.
All right. Like I say, Tobin's gonna gather everybody up and take them into the inn. Anybody else going to the miners' exchange?
Carlos wants to find a bed to lay in.
I'm gonna take these guys.
And a lozenge.
I'm gonna stay here with Dink. Joe is.
Okay.
Hey, do any of you guys know what this stuff called NyQuil is?
No. Okay, that'll work for
Y'all got any of that?
Oh, dumbass! You got to go to the stables where they keep the horse medications, the dewormer.
Oh, that's what fixes the shit. Okay.
Oh, I swear.
I heard Joe Rogan tried that once, and it worked pretty good.
There's a possibility. All right, so bear with me.
Everyone just looks at Carlos and like who the fuck is Joe Rogan?
So, bear with me. The night filter doesn't work so well on the interior maps. So it is still night. But as you approach the miners' exchange, you notice 2 hammers of Tempest standing at the doorway, and they hail you. You give them a quick salute as you enter the door.
Hail Caesar.
Kinda. Magnus is almost a general. He's like a fucking colonel in the Order of Tempest. So these guys are just foot soldiers. Anyway, Malcolm hails you as you come into the door. He says, "Hail, brother Tempest. We got your message. We came as quickly as we could."
Hell, fellow hammer. And your experience is immaculate. Thank you. We also have a situation that's brewing in town where we have a keg of questionable substance that's come here that can wipe out the town. And we also had one of our people that had tagged along for a little bit try to kill me this morning, and I tossed the amulet onto the table. I think you've seen one of these already not too long ago, brother.
Another Zint. Ugh. He spits on the floor. They're multiplying.
What was ever in that tomb, that's what she was here for. And I just got in the way, so we might want order wide to see about eliminating or suppressing whatever their intents are. Because if they're willing to wipe out a town, they're willing to do anything.
I was gonna say, if they're gonna infect the beer, they're gonna get like everybody. this kind of but another Zint is on the prowl. My God, have you dealt with this one, or is it still around?
It's dead back at one of the local farmers' homes. He sells butter skulls.
Oh, Big Al! I've heard of him from Barth.
Dude.
Yeah, so I've spent some time trying
biggest
to
pop
get to know the
of all
locals
time.
around here. A
The
little bit.
fastest break, the
Such a
fastest break,
quaint-
the most famous
But-
breadstick, and now a royal flush.
What?
All within
We were
30
able
minutes.
to arrest
Oh
Haley
my god.
as she was trying to enter the Zint headquarters back in Neverwinter. I want to say it's a cathedral, but I think the Zentarum are a-religious. So it's kind of weird, dark building, just with weird spires and shit coming off of it, like an old abandoned castle, something like that. Anyway, we found her trying to go into the Zint headquarters, and we were able to pick her up. But there was no sign of your assassin, unfortunately. I'm afraid she still wanders the wilderness.
We may have-
One of them is dead.
We'll handle that bridge when we get there. And I know that with many of our worshipers throughout the area, one in particular, a dwarf I sent you. I believe he would be a good replacement for taking over the guild here, along with the other miners that's been taking care of everything while she just profited.
Oh, you mean Brother Hephaestus? Indeed. He could be perfect for this spot. Now that you mention it, I'll send word as soon as we're sure there's no longer a threat from the Zentarum here.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
All right. For that hammer magnet, I wish you luck, but I believe we have everything pretty well on lock here in the town now.
Does the order send any word or anything new that I should be looking out for?
The order thanks you for your vigilance against the Zentarum, but as it stands, you are still on free agent mode. I don't know what to call it. You're without.
You're a UFA.
I'll continue with my still thing orders until something comes down.
Aye, Hammer. We'll be in touch.
Leave.
Okay, so was that. Ruby. So now everybody's kind of gathered up in the inn, and Gail has gathered up all the kids and taken them into this house here. All right.
Magnus hollers at the park. I don't know about y'all. It's been a long few days, and I would like to get paid and possibly drunk if possible. I think we all should head down to the town hall.
Do they have NyQuil at the town hall?
I don't think they have NyQuil or X-ray machines, okay?
Or ventilators, for that matter. A hammer.
Oh, you know what? If they don't have those, then they're certainly bound to have an MRI machine then.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You want to turn your request in, or do you want to go to the inn?
Turn our shit in.
Yeah. Okay.
Carlos is going to go to the inn and trust that Remy will look out for my half of the spoils.
Right. I know I said that was Harbin Westminster's house before, but it's actually down here. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. He has an additional building on his fucking house. Like the dude is stupid rich. But okay, so Dink accompanies you guys down there. You knock on his door, and he slides the little peephole open. Says, "What do you want? Who is it? At this late hour? Is it the dragon?"
Fuck you, pay me.
Did somebody say
Oh.
dragon?
Right. So you guys.
Bitch better have my money.
Let me see here. There's quests. Yeah. Okay. So you guys. Right. Big Al goes with you too. He announces himself to Harbin. Hey, I'm alive. Oh, did you survive? Yeah, only just. They killed most of my hands. I need a few more. Ah, well. Maybe we can do something about that. All right, cool. So this one is now completed. And then.
We also escorted your friend over to the mine, and we cleared out the mines even for him.
Right, Don John Raskin. I did get word from Don John Raskin, says Harbin. Here, there. God, everything's being so uncooperative today. Sorry. So, right. What did we get for that? All right. So, Harbin reluctantly slides. He rummages around and slides 5 pouches of 100 gold pieces each under the door. And says, all right. Tell me when you've gotten rid of that bloody dragon. Otherwise, be gone with you. Also, check the job board because I posted some new shit up there.
Yeah, you're pretty surly.
Will do. I walk over. Magnus walks over and checks the board.
Okay. This is, see, I knew I was going to forget something, and this is what I forgot. I'm a dumbass. All right, so there's 3 new quests, okay? I'm going to make the handouts as I'm reading them to you, because I don't have them yet. Okay. Here. I am sorry. Okay. So, within a mountain 15 miles south of Phandalin stands the ancient dwarven fortress of Axholm. I'll tell you what. For now, I'm gonna abbreviate this in the handout, but okay. There.
Hey, you can just make them handouts for later. Cool.
I know. I'm sorry. It's good for your guys' reference, right? Anyway, within a mountain 15 miles south of Phandalin stands the ancient dwarven fortress of Axholm, which has been sealed for years. If a dragon attack is imminent, the people of Phandalin might need to evacuate to take refuge there. To that end, someone needs to open the fortress and make it safe for habitation. Once you accomplish these tasks, return to Townmaster Wester to collect a reward of 250 gold pieces. It's also what's called the Woodland Manse quest. And since Big Al's with you, he'll pipe up at this. He says, that's who I was talking about. The orcs have fallen under the sway of evil spellcasters in Neverwinter Wood and have been sighted in growing numbers near Falcon's Hunting Lodge. The spellcasters dwell in a ruined manse, which is like a mansion. Falcon needs someone to make a preemptive strike against it. Destroy the evil in the manse, then expect him to reward you. That's the Woodland Manse. Okay. And then the Dragon Barrel. The dragon that besets us is not the first to threaten this region. Between here and Neverwinter lies the Barrel Mound. Excuse me. Of a warrior whose magical dragon-slaying sword helped fell a green dragon terrorizing the high road over a century ago. Rumor has it the Dragon Slayer's sword is buried there too. Retrieve it and let the sword be its own reward. So, those are the 3 things.
More shit to do. Sounds great.
Much.
Now, I also have the loot that we got from that winged son of a bitch that was crawling on ceilings. I have that loot to divvy up amongst us as well.
Indeed. Okay. There.
Magnus thanks Joe for the coinage he's receiving.
Okay. One more. I'm sorry. Okay. There. Yes. There. Okay. Great. This goes up here, right there. Yep. Good. And then what else has been done? This. Great. It'd be great if this stuff was automated, but it's not. So sorry. Okay. There. Fantastic. All right. So everything's been sorted. So if you look in your journals, you'll see there's a quest folder, and then in the completed is all the stuff you've done, and then the uncompleted stuff is stuff that you can still do. Okay, great. There. Groovy. The loot. Okay, did I get... Will this load now? I refresh my screen and everything. I still cannot get this character sheet to load for some reason.
Mine? I can't get mine. I can't get it to load either. Nope, it just popped up for me.
Reloading?
The character sheet for Pat McGroin.
Oh my goodness, you poor thing.
I have no idea what the hell the damn problem is with that.
The only things, the things of interest would be the 511 gold, robe, the weapons, so dagger, quarterstaff, robe, spell book, fine clothes. The rest is just junk that, like oil and parchment stuff.
I call it
red,
the red
pepper and the mithril chainmail.
Thank God, it finally loaded.
Did it load for you finally?
Yes. Oh,
cool.
All right. Yeah. And I still didn't make the mithril chainmail, which is a mithril variant of regular chainmail, which is kind of cool. But... Okay, so let me just start with the mithril chainmail. Who wants the mithril chainmail?
I'm a light armor man, so I'm good.
Well,
you're so light armor that like you're best off naked.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I think you are better off unarmored altogether, but mithril makes it light armor. I think it will reduce it by one class. So chainmail is that heavy or what?
It's medium, I believe.
So if chainmail is medium, then that'll make it light.
For the barbarian, it depends what your unarmored defense.
listen, aesthetically even, I don't want the shit. I like the barrel chest hanging out, so no skin off my back. Leave someone else have it.
He wants to show off his nips. Okay.
Chainmail is heavy armor. So it will make it medium armor. Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh, okay. So it's wait a minute. Something chain. Maybe that was just in Baldur's Gate.
Here, I'll show it on the screen. Oh, it's 2 words. Of course it is. Not that one. This one.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the chain shirt is medium.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Remy can't wear it regardless.
Because I just found some in Baldur's Gate. That's why I was going on that. So yeah, it's a chain shirt is medium.
Yeah, they switch a lot of stuff out for the video games too. But, okay, so does anybody want medium armor?
I'm pretty sure Carlos has a proficiency in light
Pretty
armor.
sure Heavy's the only one that can use it, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm already in full plate.
Okay.
Anyway, sell the bastard.
Right, I was gonna say, if nobody has a use for it, the right thing to do is to take it to the coster tomorrow and sell it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Then Carlos, we'll say we're back in front of the inn while we're making this determination, and yeah, you go ahead and get a red pepper. So add a red pepper to your thing.
Yay.
Add 2 red peppers to your thing, actually, and then
I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have them.
let's just say it's 100 gold even to everybody.
Yeah.
102 gold to everybody.
All right. So add that ourselves.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
go ahead and do that.
Okay. Inventory.
And that,
You're trusting race card to do math?
yeah, that ends Pat McGroin. Pat McGroin is no more.
Look, don't worry. You have an Asian here. It's fine. I got this.
Just go get back on your roof, IPA, okay?
It's where Koreans belong.
I'm going to hire one of those guys with a big nose that can count money really well.
I was on the roof at the dealership a couple of weeks ago. Excuse me. Filming. Yeah, I was literally a rooftop Korean.
Nice. Okay. He'll be hanging out with his buddies over here. And then, yeah, Dink will be in here. And sure. You guys are already in there. All right, cool.
Magnus comes up to the 3 standing together and apologizes for what's occurred, the disruption for the party, and asking each of these individuals who they may be.
Yeah, well, you recognize Barthen and Lenine as the shopkeepers. Well, you might not. Barthen introduced himself. He says, in a very elderly voice, he's kind of bent and broken a little bit. He's like, oh, I'm the general shopkeep down the road. And he points north towards the road. And this is my
With the
wife.
fruit?
She says, yes, Windex, yes. And then Lenine says, well, you know me, Master Dwarf.
My apologies, Lenine. I was actually speaking to the other two. I've yet to frequent their goods, their store. Some of my party members have, and we've heard good things about them.
Indeed.
Carlos isn't actually trying to play the piano. He's just trying to social distance. And he wants to ask if anyone has a lozenge.
Oh, Barthen kind of speaks up. He says, oh, I might have something for that, Sonny. And he comes over and hands you it's like a hard candy, but it sort of has this sharp
menthol.
Yeah. As a sharp mint to it. And it helps your throat out quite a bit.
Yeah.
But for some strange reason, it's shaped like a penis.
Indeed. The Big Al comes in and hails to Barthen. Barthen's like, oh, it's good to see you, Big Al. I was worried you were going to die or whatever. And Big Al's like, yeah, no, these guys saved my ass. It was great. But they took my horses, the sons of bitches. I'm just kidding. That's the least I could do for them saving my ass. So I do appreciate it, fellas. And he motions to Toblin to go ahead and get it around for everybody. And Toblin starts doing that. He says, don't cough on my piano.
Oh, wait, what kind of beer is this? This isn't that orc shit, is it?
No, this is a keg I got in a couple of weeks back. It'll normally sit in the cellar for about 2 or 3 days before I bring it out. And he brought out.
Can you quarantine the beer before you serve it?
Magnus picks up the mug, looks at the room, looks around the room, shrugs his shoulder, and slams it back.
I promise this is safe. He passes it out to everybody. Lenny kind of looks at it weird and just dumps it out on the floor. Oops. Okay.
Well, let's drink. Well, let's see. We were toasting to our friend Bray before we found out it was orc slop shit. So I say we take that drink.
To sloppy seconds. I mean,
My
what?
God, says Al. He raises it. So Toblin kind of pipes up and he comes over to talk to Remy because Remy apparently knows more about what the hell's going on than anybody. He says, well, he said we'd have to hold up here for a while. What do you mean by that? And how's this going to help?
I mean, look, it's just 2 weeks. That's all they're telling me is 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
2 weeks, you say, eh? You mean I got to keep all of these people in here for 2 weeks?
Yeah, but like if you can spread them out, from what I understand, like 6 feet is kind of the norm. You don't want them next to each other.
6 feet, you say, yeah?
Yeah,
You got a word for that.
And if you have any like diapers or napkins or any extra clothing, if you can wrap them around their face.
I asked Tobin how many did we wind up having.
Well, the only adults who were really there was Barthen and Lenine and Barthen's wife there, and then these fellas over here. He indicates the Knights of the Gauntlet sitting at the table over here. But I don't believe them fellas are gonna listen to me very well. And Dink kind of comes in and he says, "Well, I can help. I relay any kind of message that you might need to say there." I told him, that would be very nice of you. So, if you can tell them everything that Remy just told me, put diapers on your face and stay 6 feet away from one another, and then I'll tell the townspeople here. So Dink goes over to try to relay that information, but Yvonne looks at him and he says, "Brother, we will be departing here in the morning, and there's nothing that fat innkeep is gonna do to stop us. None of us have had anything to drink since we got here." And Dink kind of looks at him and says, "Well, it's your call." But Tobin talks to the townspeople. They seem pretty reticent to acquiesce, but and Lenine's very suspicious of this whole thing. She's like, what is this bullshit? You can't tell me that I have to stay here in the inn, Tobin. You can go suck a dick. Which is probably not the language she would use. But that's the attitude she has. And Tobin comes back and goes, "Well, I'm just telling you what the man told me. I don't know. You do as you will, madam, but these are the instructions that I was given." He goes back down.
Magnus turns around and goes, "You know all those children that you just saved?"
You mean that the Knights of the Tempest saved? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how would you feel about endangering them?
Well, I wouldn't want that to happen.
And the old people.
We just found those little types down in the basement. They were terrible.
Aye. So think about that when you're telling Tobin that you won't do this and you'll do that.
Oh, you're talking to Lenine. I'm sorry.
I'm talking to all three of them.
Yeah. Well, Barthen's like, "What? I don't mind. I can stay here as long as anybody wants to." And he sits down at the bar with a big grin on his face and says, "I'll have another one of those uncontaminated beers."
I tossed 37 gold on the counter to Tobin to cover NPs.
Nice. Tobin looks at you kindly and says, "Well, it's always nice to see you, Master Dwarf." And he picks up the gold and sticks it in his pocket.
And then look, in order to help compensate for that, right? I'm gonna give 60 silver a week next 6 weeks. Each and every one of y'all.
6 weeks, you say? Ay, ay, ay.
Carlos
Remy
makes his
just
way
quietly grumbles.
over towards Remy without like being too close to him.
Oh,
But,
as soon as Carlos gets within like the next 15 feet, Remy goes, "Hey, you! No, you stay the fuck over there. All right."
He stumbles
you're-
over his bar stool to get away from you.
What are you, some guy from the government saying I'm here to help, and you just got to start throwing money at people?
Well, seeing that I'm part of a religious order, no, it's charity.
I was about to say, because like this is Carlos questioning Remy's character, knowing that would be very unlike him, like I thought you and I grew up that we both fucking hated the big government and shit.
Lenine's ears perk up at that. She comes in and says, "I don't particularly like the damn government either. They need to stay the hell out of my business."
They let all these orcs in.
That's true. And she points at Joe Weaver. You are so right. You're just right all the time. I don't understand how any man could be so right.
I drink a lot. It helps.
I drink and I know things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Democrats piss me off.
Damn hippies. Oh shit, fire. Okay. All right. So it's about 12:30. If you guys want, I think this is a good place to like take a long rest and take a little break if you want to. And
Hey,
come
Tobin, you got any of that NyQuil stuff?
I do have something called Nightshade. I think that might just knock your ass out if that's what you want.
Might just kill you.
It's
not.
Oh,
it just might give you permanent sleep.
if it kills me or if it kills the thing inside me, then so be it. All I know is
I don't want to
if I
hear
am-
about the things that are inside you.
Buzz, I'm about on that level too. Like I can.
Carlos reaches back behind him and suddenly and then somehow he finds an eggplant that may have been wedged between his cheeks or something. I don't know where this came from, but well, this is awkward.
Well, about that time, Carlos, you feel a sneeze coming on, and it's completely against your will, and you have no control over it. And suddenly,
Curse
you
box.
sneeze all over Joe Boober.
Ah! What the fuck?
You just gave me that Corona Premier virus.
Oh
You're
man.
absolutely covered in snot and fucking lizard boogers. It's nasty.
Ugh. Well,
I was-
I got this fucking chicken wing to wipe myself off with here. I knew this thing would come in handy.
You might have to take one of them sticks with the paper towel wrapped around it and go get yourself tested or something.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, it's fine. He's got them feathers.
The feather mask.
Straight up,
Feathers
I knew
make
it.
feathers are what help fight or build immunity for this shit. What? Really? Why does none of this shit make any sense? I don't know. I just want some damn.
Listen, put your trust in the experts. You think just because you thought through some argument in your head and did a little research in yourself, you don't know what you're talking about. Trust the experts. They know. Except the ones leaving the orcs in. I don't trust them. That's it.
Well, listen, I tried looking this up on the internet, but the internet doesn't exist in this realm.
By internet, you mean magic mirrors. Forget about those.
Yeah.
Forget about them.
Yeah.
Look, the magic mirrors told me that there's an evil Dr. Fucci at the root of all this.
Fucci. I know that guy. Evil. The man's a genius. Thanks to him, I have this chicken wing that's helped me clear up this terrible snot that's on me.
He worked directly with the village of Chineria, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm muted. No wonder y'all can hear me. Okay. So as you're using the chicken wing to wipe the snot off of you, Joe, roll a con save for me.
Oh, excellent.
This is your curse box. So you're either going to contract the virus or not.
One of 3 curse boxes.
Indeed. That's a terrible thing.
I would assume I'm contracting.
You contracted all of the viruses at once.
You know how gun herbisyphilides.
Oh man.
You have not only do you have it, you have the bird Rona. Okay.
It's not a fumble, okay? It was a 2. So
I don't feel great though. Ugh.
Hey, can I get another one of them there NyQuil shade things that you for my boy here? I kind of may have just gave him the sticky icky that I have.
You always need to make your way over to the stable, right, and go get you some horse medications. The wormers over there.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't feel great. For the first time in a long while, I don't feel like drinking. I can't taste this beer at all. Like, what the fuck? Like, my taste is going and
can't smell it, can't taste it. You know.
All right, I'm gonna go lay down out here. I just need to take a rest.
you just lay out in the middle of the floor.
I'm just gonna crawl under this table and just.
Look, I'm telling y'all, go over to the stable, get dewormer, and everything be all right.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait till next week to make sure that happens.
Or hold on, Toblin, you got into that disinfectant that they can inject into their veins?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. It's what we give the horses to get the worms out their butts. I call it invertamin.
Invertamin.
Yeah, something like that.
Hold on, I thought he was talking about that stuff. Some guy on TV said that just go and inject bleach in your arm or some shit.
No, like Toblin, that's what they got over at the stables. I'm talking about Lasolium.
Lasolium? What the hell is that?
It apparently, if you inject it into your veins, it takes care of this.
I see. Well, I don't know. I'll have to ask my gnome vet about that. He comes in from Gnomengard about once a week or so. We try to check on the horses.
The Gnomengard, they're where they take the fucking hobbits. They're taking the hobbits to Gnomengard.
They're awfully short people. I'll give you that. I don't know if I'd call them hobbits.
They're all midgets to me, but if I tell you what, if I had the strength to fucking throw them, I would right now. I might barely have I barely might have the strength to get up them damn stairs and into a bed.
Well, on that front, Maze, I reckon since you told us all about this virus and everything, I'll give you a room for the night for nothing. But only for the night. And he shakes his finger at you.
Carlos is like kind of stumbling all over the place after taking the nightshade, and then he just passes out and falls down right there.
Hey, do you need me? Do you need me for a minute? I need to take a leak.
No, you're good, man.
Okay. I know. Yeah.
I'm just gonna crawl under this table here.
Magnus gives Toblin 5 silver for a room and heads on up.
Fair enough. I told him just kind of weird. He says, I said you didn't have to do that. I do appreciate it.
I'll go up to the room. I feel like shit.
And Big Al's gonna go ahead and get a room for the night as well. He lays his silver on the countertop and shakes Big Tobin's hand. They're good friends. He says, "I'll have more butter skulls for you by, I don't know, whenever I get my cow back. We had to come down here and tell you guys about the poison beer shit." Right, he is a bit. And for now, he's done. So, let me think for a minute. Okay, Dink is gonna talk to Yvonne for a little bit, and he's gonna say to Yvonne, we've heard of some whisperings and stirrings in the southern forest, just north of here. And Yvonne will say, "Oh, really? We have too. You don't think it has anything to do with necromancy, do you?" And Dink was like, "I don't know. There was an incident back at the farmhouse with some strange-looking orc. It came and abducted one of our friends, although he didn't seem to mind about being drug off by a woman. But Yavin kind of looks a little bit horrified. He says, "Really? What sort of magics are they practicing?" He says, Dink says, "I think they may be under the influence of a vampire. Be vigilant, brother, on your journey back to Tribor." And Yavin says, "Thank you, brother. Fairly well." And Dink sort of waves back at Toblin and heads up to the room himself. So, okay. I reckon that ought to do it. You got anything, Remy?
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, you left. Okay. Cool. So, everybody's going to get a long rest. I say let's take like a 5 or 10 minute break for now, and then we'll come back in a second. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
I took my NyQuil. I'm probably gonna bow out for the night.
We
Okay, I'm gonna put that on pause right there. Okay. Well, let me look in here. Okay. Hold on a minute. I still got the night critters going too. I'm sorry. Turn that off. Okay. I did put up like the cool avatar thing. Oh.
Oh,
There's a
sorry
cool
there.
belt.
Yeah, chill.
No, that's okay. Don't die, brother. I was gonna say I did put up the cool avatar thing at the bottom with everybody's character avatars. So those are lighting up when you guys talk and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I noticed that. No, I meant that since I just sneezed just then, I was apologizing to Joe
Nice.
Boober.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
noticed that.
Oh.
No, I'm.
Got you infected with fucking COVID, man.
Yeah, I am coughing. Son of a bitch.
I'll say, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about the Fauci thing. I don't know where we're gonna go with this, virus thing. But something tells me it's gonna eat up a lot more time than we ever intended for it to. It always does.
That's how it goes, huh?
We broke the fourth wall to make a joke about how my voice sounded like shit, and then it ends up completely derailing the actual campaign.
Oh shit. Kinda.
I mean, the DM's being really nice. He could have went, "Hey, everybody gets disadvantage for 2 weeks."
Right?
2 in-game weeks. Oh shit.
You guys
Well-
didn't. You guys didn't didn't practice social distancing.
I was gonna say we're not exactly through it yet. Who knows what's gonna happen after y'all wake up? So that's all I'll say.
Just gonna keep saying I'm poison resistant, so
I'll keep that in mind. Shit, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm gonna
go.
Carlos is gonna self quarantine for the rest of the night, and I'm gonna call it a night here. So I mean, it does kind of leave off for, well, yeah, he's just going to quarantine at the end. So that way you don't have to worry about role playing a sick guy.
Be right back, everyone.
Oh, what? Gonna be sick. My nose is stuffed up as fuck.
Is it like in real life?
Yeah, like IRL, like fucking allergy is like crazy right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I mean, it's not awesome. I mean, I hate that for you as a person. I hope you feel better, but
No, I got you.
role-playing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're suffering from allergies. That's fucking great. I love it. No, I'm just kidding. I hate fucking allergies. It gets me every fucking year. But, oh man, play a little AI music while we wait. But yeah, man, I'm disappointed we didn't hear from Abe. So apparently, Abe is gonna wake up feeling a little under the weather too. So. He already felt kind of bad, but. Yeah, I see you out there, Cree Dog and Emmett. What's up, man? It's good to see you guys. We still got 25 people in the chat. Y'all remember, the dono goal is a monthly goal. We still haven't really got to yet. And I need to update that too. I'm sorry. We did get $25 for a curse box from Rob, but that is just about worth 3 curse boxes. So there are 2 curse boxes on the table still. And the dono goal is $25 more than what it says. So let me fix that. But we did lower the thresholds for the curse and loot boxes. You guys can get a curse box for $10 and a loot box for $20 now. So that should encourage more people to be more engaged. So, okay, we're at 544 on our dollar bar.
Okay.
Sweet.
And just $5, you can grant any one of the players advantage.
That's true. Just in your donation, specify which player you want to affect, and I will make that happen in the game.
For $50, EOD will speak glaringly about how awesome one of us are. You get to pick.
And
How about that?
I'll do that.
And
Absolutely.
I'm just putting it out there. This Rob and I are kind of on the same page about this. For $200, you can kill one of us.
Yep. Not in real life.
Yeah.
Character.
Yes.
Just to
Let me
clear up.
rephrase. For $200, you can kill one of our characters instantaneously. No resurrection, no wish, no nothing.
We got some fans of the most dangerous game out there. Like, really? Hunt a human for $200?
Oh man, that Asian guy IRL. I hate that guy. Fuck that guy. $200.
So are we
Okay,
done
so
for the
Abe
night? It looks like
Well, we can leave. I can still go for a little bit. If you guys are willing to hang out for a little bit, we can keep it going. But it's up to
who's
you.
left though? I'm looking Dink's not here. Who else? Did someone leave? Or did they just pop up?
Race car left.
Race car left. Yeah.
But he's sick. He's sick anyway, and he's sick in the game, so he just didn't get out of bed. When you guys.
Okay, yeah.
wake up.
I mean, I'm good until I can probably be good until at least 1:30, and then
If I'm being honest, like I'm kind of I can't fucking not like like allergies, not like George Floyd.
huh?
Yeah. What?
Maybe you cut out there, or maybe I missed what you were saying.
He's got allergies. He doesn't feel too great. He wants
Oh,
to go
well,
to
if
bed,
you
I guess.
guys want in, that's fine. We can just stick around and bullshit. Whatever you guys want. I'm good either way.
Yeah, me too. But I was gonna say, Abe just showed up in the YouTube chat. He says, "Sorry guys, I was still alone in the car." Abe, if you can get here the next few minutes, I'll let you roll a con save to see if you can avoid the coof. Otherwise, you're gonna get it.
Give it to him.
Yeah. No, all I'm saying is I'm a little under the weather. I wouldn't mind going to bed, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, go ahead. We'll leave Abe roll his con save. But yeah, and then we could just, if you cool with that, EOD, we could just start after the long rest then.
Yeah, sure.
We also have the issue of leveling up.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, since you guys turned in those last 2 quests, it is a level up opportunity. So
Shit.
that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the party and stuff and let the kids out of the bottom of Ghislaine Maxwell's fucking dungeon.
So should we do that now? Should we level up now? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, good. Now I could.
Yeah.
Level up. Level 5. We should be level 5, right?
Yes.
Right, now you
Once
should.
we level up.
So,
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I gotta go to my build.
Okay.
Nader, that applies to your new character because you do have one that's incoming. So
Level 5. Okay.
I wasn't sure if we were going to get to that this session or not. If we continue playing, I'll try to work it into the next few minutes.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think I really get anything, huh? For upping this level.
5 is usually uneventful. Yeah.
It's
Unfortunately.
all right. Yeah.
Okay, monk 4. What do I get at monk 4?
I don't know. 4 usually gives you something though.
I don't know.
It depends on the class. I'm not.
Well, so I went fighter 1, monk 4. So I'm now level 3 monk. I should get a, I think.
Okay, I think that's it. Bam! Level 5.
Fucking A.
What a handsome
Feet. Yeah, I got a feet.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Abe says, "Give me a few minutes." All right, Abe. We'll give you a few. I see Cree Dog out there. He says, "Did that wake him up?" I throw the dildo onto the court.
Oh,
That ought to wake Race Car up.
So, what is the story behind that? Apparently, that was some like promotional thing for some random stupid ass company.
I have no idea. It's a fucking publicity stunt to get people interested in the WNBA because nobody gives a shit.
Oh, I don't think it was a WMA thing. It was some startup company.
It was on the WNBA court that a bunch of green dildos got thrown out onto.
Well,
the
I
court.
understand, but like I'm pretty sure like the whole idea was it was like a startup company doing stupid shit. Wasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea, man. Maybe you could be right. I did not look into that very deeply. I'm going to be honest. I saw like a shit post about it on Twitter and I laughed and that was about it.
Okay, Iodi, how far? Speaking of leveling up, feats, how far do you expect this campaign to go in terms of levels?
Yeah, that's a good question for you because you're mixed class. 7.
Okay.
I think maybe 8, but most likely 7 will be in game. Yeah, for this campaign, and then if we want to carry these characters on after that, we can. We don't have
because I'm debating between Elven Accuracy and Gunner.
I mean, if you guys want, we could potentially carry these characters on to level 20. I mean, it's up to you. I have the content to do it. So that one shot, Rob, that I was going to put together.
Yeah.
The White Plume Mountain. It's about this volcano with these hidden magical weapons inside of it, and the party's trying to get into this underground temple and find those weapons. They start at level 8. I was like, that would be a really good one shot right there. And like, your characters are just about there. It's something that we can do in a 4, maybe a 5-hour sitting. I think it'll be a little longer than just a regular sitting, but we could do it.
Yeah, I'd be game.
Like, we never did get a chance to talk about that. Did you want to do that in Nashville or?
It would probably make sense to do it online.
Yeah.
The reason I hesitate to say do it in Nashville is I don't know if I'm going to be. I'll probably be working a lot while I'm down there with the Crucible.
I was thinking to get other people involved and to do it like live action, but
I mean, you certainly do something in Nashville without me.
Hold on. When are y'all in Nashville?
For DebateCon, November 15th, 16th, 17th.
Oh shit! Never mind. I'm there in October.
Yeah. The problem is when I'm down there, I'm probably going to be doing a lot with the Crucible as far as like getting the debates ready and all that shit. So I don't know what free time I'll have.
Okay. I don't know. I had a twinkle in my eye thinking maybe Andrew would participate in it. But
he's going to be busy as shit too. Between setting up his event and then they got him debating like twice every day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Supposedly he's debating Wick tomorrow night.
No shit.
Yeah, Wick
is gonna get fucking burned twice in a row. Are you kidding me?
3 times if you count the debate he had the night before.
I would say he'd get his teeth punched in, but he only has like 3 left.
Listen, he said he's 3-0 against Andrew.
Oh, he's full of shit.
I am yet to ever see Wick. I am yet to ever see Wick win a debate. He is the most beta soy cuck on there.
Well, I think that listen, like, first off, winning debates isn't everything. Like, it's fine. I get that.
Yeah, I know.
Wick's problem is, like, he decides to, like, lack of ability is made up for just, like, it's like the old Destiny thing. Well, if I just act like a mean girl.
Ad homs. Yeah.
If I act like a mean girl, then I must be winning. No, you're fucking stupid. Blah, blah, blah. No, you mentioned my name. So if you mention my name, then I'm allowed to speak over you. Like, what fucking sense does that make? I don't know. And everyone else can contain themselves. He's the only one that's constantly interrupting. He has no idea what he's talking about. And it's like, I get it. There's ways to look good to your audience. You could meme your way through it. That's fine. But, I think that
he was low blows from the start, man. His whole.
That's what I'm saying. He immediately goes to ad homs.
It was trash.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
The only thing I remember about Wick is the time he joined some debate panel. It might have been Hippy Dippy, dressed like a fucking cat.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he was literally dressed like a cat with like cat face makeup on. He's wild. I was like, what in the hell is this?
I just think that, he probably is in a situation where he's, maybe he likes the debates. I don't know. But you got to make content, right? And the problem with him is a lot of the content's reliant on other people. So when you have to go out and you're the one debating or you're the one doing a show on your own, it's a little different. So, I think Wick's nice in his little safe space behind his moderator stance where he could chime in every once in a while. But he didn't do so well when he jumps into the debate, in my opinion. But hey, teach their own.
Oh, you're 100% correct. If you look at him on his own, his content, like the viewership, it's dramatically different.
Yeah. Well, you see that with a lot of people. A lot of people that do these sort of panel type things, they fall into that. That's what I got to do. It's.
I lost any interest in engaging with Wick when he had the dog fucker panel.
I didn't know that existed.
Wait, excuse me? What the fuck?
He hosted a panel about whether it was
now be careful with your
moral to have intercourse with non-human individuals.
Yeah, I remember that. The fucking bestiality panel. That was fucked. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Rob's face, he's just like in shock, like what?
I mean, for me, like
It was rare to see Rob at a loss for words, even for 10 seconds like that.
I don't know. It's shit like that. It's just like whatever. It's, for me, I didn't even mind when I would do a Wick panel and it's me and it's set up that it's 4-on-1 and then Wick jumps in. It's the moderator. Fine by me. It's the whole like he moderates like he fucking debates where it's like, no, I'm just gonna spurg out, not give you. I'm gonna jump in and argue with you and not gonna give you a chance to respond. Okay, I'm the moderator. I can mute you and blah blah blah. Okay, it's fine. Good luck. And that's exactly what it is. So it's like, okay, I just don't need to do it anymore. People are always like, why don't you jump on Sarah's panel while Wick's there? I don't mind jumping on with him as a debater, something like it. Now I'm always weird. When someone says, hey, you want to do a panel on X? I never say, well, who all's on the panel? I'm just like, sure. So Wick's on there. Okay, fine. But I don't really care to, like, previously, I reached out, or Wick had talked to me about, he lives in Pennsylvania, about possibly meeting up and doing some in real life stuff. I said, sure. But he wants the big time. So, all right. Go to your progressive victory big timing. And, I'm glad that a big PAC is pissing their money away on people like that. That's certainly not helping them win elections. So I say go for it again, progressive victory. Pay Wick like $10,000 a month. That's money well spent between him and Connor and the rest of those goofballs.
Oh god, it's such a fucking cluster of just mishmash personalities that have nothing in common with each other, and they're all commie hypocrite motherfuckers.
Well, they do a nice Destiny impression.
Connor disappointed me. I used to like Connor.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to Connor?
He wants to hang out with Destiny and crew. That's about it. It helps him with view. I think that for me, I honestly don't even think it's about views. I think that it's literally just he likes palling around with Destiny and company. He sees some form of clout in it, and that's that. So I mean, what the fuck ever. I don't wish any ill to any of them, if I'm honest. I don't really give a shit. If they all make bajillions of dollars streaming, I don't give a shit. More power to them. But with Connor, it's like, you can't convince me you didn't sell out your political beliefs, which is fine, but just be honest about it. I'm a conservative that works with Progressive Victory PAC and Midas Touch. Okay, dude. Like, it's disappointing, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of selling your soul at that point, especially if you still want to claim to be a conservative.
100%.
Garbage.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, the truth is, you can still be right wing and not support Trump, which is his whole thing, right?
Correct.
I'm not. I'm right wing. I'm not a Trump supporter. I can't stand that some bitch.
But you're not taking money from communists, yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is that you can be right wing without supporting Trump, and that was his whole thing. Was, well, I don't support Trump, so I'm going to go over to this side. It's like
Listen,
do you have these beliefs or not?
Here's the deal, right? Like, getting money for a group that is seeking to win elections, not just against Trump, but also down ballot for more progressive candidates,
right?
Is the antithesis
exactly.
of conservatism. Now,
yes,
the truth is, Connor doesn't like Trump. Right. And Connor likes Destiny, and he likes that crowd, and he wants to associate with them, and he likes money, which is absolutely fine. And so he says, he probably does the calculations like, fuck it. I, at this point, have checked out on sort of politics to the extent that what's it matter? Trump's dog shit, Biden's dog shit, Kamala's dog shit. So I might as well get paid and hang out with people that I want to be my friends. So fuck it. That's what we'll do. And that's it. That's in a nutshell. I saw a video out today. There's, allegedly, there's accusations out there that Destiny, this one girl he was soliciting photos from and shit, wasn't 18 yet. And Connor's just like, I just don't care. Whatever.
Dude, that's been around for a while.
Well, I think the difference is, again, this is allegedly, that people are claiming that they found out officially through...
Right, I'm saying that, yeah. To be clear, that rumor has existed for a while.
Right, and so now, allegedly... there's more proof of that rumor, which what I've seen isn't exactly proof. But Connor's just like, I don't give a shit. 17 years, 18 years, whatever. It's creepy. I'm over it. I mean, whatever. That's a take. whatever you want to say. He did the same with Vosh. Okay, man, you're working with Progressive Victory. You've attacked people for being into lolly and how gross it is, but then you work side by side with Vosh, and he's like, well, politics more important. Okay, dude. Like that's fine. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Like for me, I've rationalized in my head there are an awful lot of people that I disagree with politically that I don't mind as people. It's fine. I have friends like that, but don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Like you fucking sold out. That's it. You can say I sold out. I don't give a fuck. Okay, no hard feelings. Have at her, dude. But don't sit here and act like you're big conservative, man. You're not. Like, just be honest. That's all. Yeah, I took the fucking money. Whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I've had my piece. I said my piece with him.
Yeah, and he got your fucking channel banned for what?
30 days on Twitch.
30 fucking days.
Now, in fairness, allegedly, I misgendered Brianna Wu in the middle of that stream as well.
Give me a break. You take that and shove it. That's bullshit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The whole drum of all these people. It's like what I've come to realize is like they need people like me more than I need them. So I just don't care. I don't think about them, and they're not the only game in town anymore. It's like that RTP guy. Like sure, I'll debate whoever. I don't give a shit, but I don't have to go out of my way. Like if you're gonna be like some kind of little bitch or a drunk, I just don't care. Right? Like it's like, oh, okay. You saw what it was like with Wick tonight. It's like, and I get it. I get Gibbs wants to move around, and Casimir took the X and was like, fuck you, like
pissed me off, man.
Yeah, Casimir took the X and was like, hey, Lactoid. Because what happens was, I'm getting filibustered over by Wick, and I'm trying to make my point, and Gibbs is like, no, we got to move it on. Okay, sometimes the mod does that. That pisses me off a little, that he sat there and because that was obviously, Wick understands that he fucked up. He understands that he was wrong on that point, that Dylan corrected him on, and so he's scrambling, and so he's just like, you said this. I'm like, no, I didn't say this. Well, you said X, right? Yeah, I said X. And you said Y, right? Yes. Well, therefore you said A. No, I did. No, I did. But I didn't. And Gibbs is like, okay, let's move on. It goes.
Rob, give you a chance to respond. His only job is to give you a chance to respond in that situation.
Can you take a Sharpie and color like 19 of your teeth so you can do a better impression?
So then what Casimir was mad about was Lactoid was like, okay, I'll move it on. And Casimir's like, no, he should have been like, no, leave Rob get his point out. Whatever. I mean, it's frustrating because the perspective of like I don't know, Gibbs. Like, all I was asking was like 20 seconds unfucking interrupted. With this dude spurging out. All I had to say was like, look, the point I was trying to make is, what did he get from lashing out in that public event was Trump stopped sending intel and he stopped sending aid, which was bad for Ukraine. Yeah. That's what he got, right? That's the point I was making. Whether or not he ended up with a better mineral deal is irrelevant. I'm saying he could have negotiated behind the scenes to get a better deal, but instead he went public and he tried to embarrass Trump and Vance. And so they said, go fuck yourself. Was it worth it?
He made an ass of himself.
Yeah. How many dead Ukrainians did that result in? Worth it, right? Like, all right. But no, you don't get that out because Wick knows he's losing the point, so he's got a filibuster. And it's like, as a moderator, all it would take is be like, Wick, shut the fuck up for a second, leave him get his point out, and then you get to respond, then we're moving on. But now it's like, instead, Wick's just going to spurg out. Okay. And it's the same with Gibbs. Wick's going to spurg out. Okay. I'm like, all right. And look, at that point, once that shit happens, I'll be fucking damned if I'm not bringing it up every single time after that. Like, Wick, shut your fucking mouth. Notice how everyone else is capable of sitting here and letting people talk? It's just you? He says, yes, we know, Wick. Thank you for proving the point. Closing statement. Dude. I knew damn well closing statement. All I had to do was say, like, Wick can't keep his mouth shut. Yes, we know.
True.
Even during closing statements, we know. And then he acts like, well, I'm standing up for myself. You said my name. Notice how I stuck around.
Keep my motherfucking wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
I stuck around until Wick got his say. and got his jabs in because I had to leave to come do this. But I was like, I'm not going to leave before Wick gets his chance to fucking talk shit on me. Notice I sat there. He mentioned my name several times. Did I feel the need to interrupt? No, it's a closing statement. Fuck it. Say what you got to say. I didn't have to get the last word. I said, okie dokie. I stuck around for you to say what you wanted at me, and now I'm leaving, you know?
You have etiquette and honor, Rob, and that's something that fucking lefties just had no fucking respect for.
Well,
Also,
True.
Yodi, why the shit can I add Elven accuracy to my character sheet?
I don't know. Well, if
So-
it's not letting you do it, don't fucking do it. God damn it.
I was playing for Mao's China D&D rules, and my guy actually Joe Boober gets like 20 extra attacks now, according to the Chinese rule.
I got the Chinese character sheet over here, and apparently I have 10,000 hit dice.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to believe this.
Look, as an Asian, I can confirm that.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's Asian math.
It was
okay?
on.
Trust me. As an Asian, the math checks.
The appendix of Mao's little red book. It was actually a D&D character sheet. So.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna turn the AI music off.
Is Abe
So are
here?
we
Is he gonna roll
continuing,
to
or?
see? I think Abe's just gonna roll.
I
to see.
am here.
What's up, Abe?
Okay. It's
Good to see you guys.
What's
I
up,
was just
Abe?
joshing with you, man. You didn't have to come up here.
Listen,
No.
Abe, I don't know if you knew this, but Dink's voice sounded very effeminate for the majority of tonight. I don't know what was up with it.
I used my
That's
normal voice. Come on.
Terrible. That's terrible. Maybe he's sick.
It could be
possible.
Maybe he got some kind of virus. I don't know.
Okay, I see your con save now. You threw 8. So yeah, unfortunately you're gonna wake up feeling under the weather in the morning. So
Sad.
okay.
If only there was a cure.
If only. All right. Carlos Spicy Wiener is an ideal for a test, but he's passed out in bed too. All right. I was gonna say, Abe, why don't you go ahead and level your character to where are we at? 5 now?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh, fuck you! I want Elven archery. Or Elven.
Doesn't look like anything changes.
I can't.
A little bit.
I rolled. I
It's
rolled
mostly
3D
for
20 with advantage.
I have a good town one. Yeah, let's do that one.
Can't add that.
I don't know. What is it that you're trying to do? Elven archery?
Elven accuracy.
Why
when
is
you
that?
have advantage, when you have advantage, you roll 3d20 instead of 2.
It's not allowing me to level up, actually. I don't know what's going on.
EOD, I think I know why whoever it was rolling with advantage every time.
Yeah.
At the top of the character sheet, you have public whisper off, or whisper GM, advantage, disadvantage, and automatic. He may have misclicked and put it on advantage or disadvantage.
It's possible.
What's query?
I can level your character, Dink. You should be able
Yeah.
to level your character.
It won't let me. I keep going build character at the end, and it just stays at 4.
So you should have it on automatic unless you have advantage or
Sure,
disadvantage.
yeah, makes sense.
That's correct, yeah.
What if I want to take a medium rest? You know?
But there's no such thing as a medium
Yeah,
rest.
you know.
I don't know. I
Short,
think we could
medium,
come
long.
up. Yeah.
It's like a 3 to 4 hour sleep, you know? Short sleep,
It's
maybe
like
half an hour.
Asian, white, and black.
Medium rest. Let's contact. Is Gary Gygax still alive? Be like, hey, we got an idea for the next edition. We have no notes other than
Maybe
medium.
dead, bro.
Oh well, then. No wonder my emails have been going unanswered.
Well, okay, some of them are still alive. Ed Greenwood is still alive. Like, he helped write a lot of stuff.
All right, yeah. We have no notes, just medium rest. That's create an entire new edition just for that. Also, stop making the orcs humanized. They're terrible, evil things. Or what did
Yeah, I think everybody would agree with that, actually.
Yeah.
Now,
Orcs
I was going to
need
play
to-
an orc. I was going between. I obviously my next character is going to be I played this game growing up. It was called Arcanum, a computer game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It was like a Diablo type game, except it was steampunk. It's interesting. And anyways, one of the first characters that could join your squad's a big dumb half ogre, and his name is Sog Meadmug. So that's the other character I've always been, Meadmug. I think that's a pretty badass name for a drunken like ogre orc type character.
Yeah.
And Meadmug's gonna be real upset about the systemic racism that him and his kind face. When he, has a critical failure, it's because systemic racism. Here we go again.
I was gonna say, especially with people like Remy and Carlos Weisswiener in the group that fucking hate everybody except for themselves.
Yeah, and here we go. It's always systemic racism. When do we get our reparation as orcs? And Joe Boober's like, I'll give you some fucking reparations. He just rips their head off. It's good shit.
Are we continuing tonight, or?
I don't.
Yeah,
think
I was gonna say.
Oh, we are.
No, well, it's up to you guys. Okay, but Dink, I did get your character level. You are level 5
Thank you.
now. I don't think anything changed.
I know. Yeah.
My suggestion is no, because I probably got like 15 more minutes. But I mean, if you guys want to do 15 minutes, I'm cool.
Nah, it's probably not even worth it to fucking get everything going for 15 minutes. So that's okay. We'll pick it up next week. It ain't going nowhere.
I gotta fucking figure out my character sheet, because
I gotta turn that off.
So are you coming in with a new character?
Yeah.
Nader is, yeah. I mean, I guess we could. Nah, let's save it for next week.
Pat
You want to save that for next week?
Fuck Pat McGroin. I thought as that was going on, I'm like, surely we're not supposed to kill him, right? I thought it was gonna be like, oh, there's like some fucking wizards controlling him or some shit. So I was like, and then I could tell after that round, like EOD's like, Jesus, is someone gonna kill this guy? I was like, oh, okay, we'll give her hell,
I was wondering too, because I was about to go out the window with Spider Climb.
Yeah, I guess you would have just escaped, to harass us at a later time.
Yeah, it's true. That could have been a thing, but what was it? I thought I was gonna make you guys rest on the way back to Fandolin, and you were gonna do it there, like in fucking Al's house. Really, after he just fucking sheltered you guys and everything. I don't know, whatever. That follows the archetype of a chaotic evil character, though. So Twisted, you have successfully played a chaotic evil character.
Well, it's funny. It was unexpected. Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the idea. I just being new to D&D, the wizard is just too much for me to.
That's why I went with. I thought like fighter or barbarian seemed like the simplest, right? Just smacking shit as hard as you can.
I was enjoying the campaign of the game, and you guys, but I was not enjoying the character. So I was like, you know what?
I know.
Fighters are good to start with too, because they're pretty simple.
Well, my new one's a rogue.
That's a good one too.
Don't tell him too much, okay? Do not.
I'm
tell
not.
Him too
That's
much.
all I'm telling him.
He's a rogue.
Okay.
Oh, that gives spoiler. Now we know what's gonna happen. I could outline the entire saga. That's the only clue I needed.
It's over.
It's species that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, don't say. Yeah.
I could have guessed that as well, seeing as how I see a little picture at the bottom there that might give some clues.
Well, that's an Asimar. That's his old character.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that what's going on right now?
Grumbling now. He's like,
So I turned the pictures off for the freaking users.
Probably smart.
Man, I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. I'm gonna have to sleep soon.
I feel that.
Well, I was up streaming
feel
late,
that.
and then I had to get up. My man got up at 6:30 this morning to get ready for his first day of school, so I wanted to be up. I've been up ever since. But he sort of freaked out over this Minecraft blanket. Like, we go to pick him up, and he's crying real hard. And I'm like, oh my goodness, he must have had a miserable time all day. And the teacher's like, no, that's just started. He's been great all day, but we told him he has to leave his blanket here. And I was like, oh, we went up. My wife's on it, man. She's so like, I'm such a like a fucking goober of a parent. Like, she's like, we gotta stop. We drop him off. She's like, well, we better stop at Walmart and get him another blanket that looks identical to the one he took. And I was like, why? And she's like, trust me, the dude's gonna freak out when we tell him he's supposed to leave his blanket there. I was like, no. And then that's exactly what happened. And so we get home and we give it to him, and he's like, Mom, you're a genius. I was like, yeah, good job, Mom. You
I
nailed it.
honestly thought I was going to be in North Carolina right now for a hurricane landfall, but it turned out to sea.
Turned off the coast, yeah.
Yeah, thanks to
Wow.
Trump. Trump scared the bastard.
That's right.
He threatened to bomb it.
Threatened with a marker.
You're tariffed, he said to the hurricane. It's like,
Uh huh. I'm gonna take all your wind.
yeah.
Threatened it with a Sharpie.
Yeah, I forgot about Sharpie Gate. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was wow.
Here's what gets me. Like, I if I was going to sell out for progressive victory, like, there's a billion attacks on Trump that aren't fucking absurd that someone like me could make.
Yeah.
The shit that they come up with, it's just like Trump's superpower. Like, I don't know if there's a Marvel or a DC character like this, but the superpower of your opponents being the dumbest sons of bitches that have ever lived is really an amazing power. I mean, like, it's just surreal. You're like, well, what would be the absolute dumbest shit they could do in response? Oh, there it is. You know, Trump's like, we're deploying the National Guard to DC because crime. They're like, crime's good. well, we love crime. It's like, what the fuck? What? You're like, the border's so secure, and now it's not secure magically overnight, but it's that guy 3 years ago's fault, not our fault. Like, what? What the fuck
How's
are
that
you
even
talking about?
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe made a joke. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be our our final sales pitch going into the 2024 election.
Yeah,
Good
they're
fucking
Nazis
luck.
because Tony Hinchcliffe made a joke as a fucking Trump.
And then Joe Biden comes out the next day and says, and Trump supporters are, Puerto Rico's not garbage, Trump supporters are garbage. It's like, oh, you stupid sons of bitches. Like, time after time, you just, like, it almost has to be a simulation, right? There's a bunch of people playing, like, political D&D in, like, the fifth dimension or something. We're all just characters. And there's some smart ass like Carlos Spicy Wiener that's like playing the Democrats. It's like, and now we'll have Joe Biden say that Trump supporters are garbage. Like, and then everyone else is rolling their eyes like, you can't be serious. No one's going to believe this shit, you know? Yeah. There it is. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess
anybody to the right of Mao is a fascist now.
Dude, I shit you not. EOD might have been on my channel the other night. Were you on when I called into the, like, I was doing the Discord invasion, quote unquote?
Yeah, that went pretty well.
It did go well. But these dudes were like, well, CNN and MSNBC and the New York Times, right wing. And I'm like,
right.
Oh, I'm
Fucking
giving
right.
the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, it's going to be the old, there is no left wing in the United States because only authoritarian communism is left wing. And the dude's like, the main dude that's talking is like, no. By right wing, I just mean pro-Trump. Like, they're pro-Trump. It's like,
Okay.
what are you talking about?
The Washington Times. Are you serious?
And I just, that's how I
Fucking
respond to that shit now. It's like, I could sit here and bring up example after example, but nope. I'm just going to say, go fuck yourself. You're an idiot. I don't know what else to say.
Well, I think as much as EOD like to say that everybody on the left are commies, I think that we all truly recognize there's a difference between a left Democrat and a true leftist, right? Well, most of us on the right do. The left,
socialist. Yeah.
So the left does not recognize that there is any variety in the right. The left does not recognize any variety in the right wing. They think, oh, you're right wing, everybody supports Trump and loves Trump.
They're talking about neo
and MAGA and blah blah blah. It's just asinine.
Well, I mean,
yeah, you're talking about neoliberals versus progressives and socialists.
Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. Like, the word communist is overused. It's very much like the word fascist, right? Like, so when someone says fascist, no one can define it. Everybody defines it in a different way. The word's meaningless to me. It's what does it represent that you're complaining about? And it's almost always something like authoritarianism against my side. That's what they mean,
Right.
right? Like like if I could be like, but there seems to be a connection between a sharing of power between corporations and government. They don't give a fuck
See,
about all
Rob,
that.
that seems to me that seems to me more like an economic like argument, right? Like when you get into that, you're talking about like the people that are like people that don't understand like economic.
Well, and they also equate fascism with Nazism, which is totally different thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just that it means bad, scary guys. That's what fascism means.
Right,
Similarly,
right.
there are people that adopt that rhetoric on our side. Like Jesse Kelly, who I like, he calls everyone a communist. And what he's saying is, his criticism is, these people, all they know is destruction and they fucking hate you. And they'll use any state tool to go after you like the communists did. Does that mean that every single person he calls a communist believes that there should be no private property rights and the government should own the means of production? No. He's just saying, like the communists that felt that they could have total control over you and that their in-group preference meant that they could do whatever the fuck they want because they're moral, that's who all these lefties are. So the word doesn't technically apply, but it has utility in it's symbolic that people understand and have a visceral reaction against communism. And what he's talking about is a specific part of communism that he thinks was the most damaging, which is the behaviors that they took into people. So yes, you're right that if a literal definition, not everyone on the left is a commie, true. And it's not even everyone on the left's like an authoritarian, blah, blah, blah. But that's the simplistic way of just attacking them all in the same way that they would attack others. But you're right. There's different factions of it, you know.
The way that I look at it is that the extreme left seems to lead the moderate left down a particular pathway, especially in their policy-making decisions and the way that they want to interact with the American system at large. I think the DSA has taken over the Democrat Party. I really do. And that leads to a lot of the idiotic policies that we see coming out of their prescriptions, over the past 10 years.
Well, does it though? Like, do you look at like the clique or whatever the fuck they're called, right? Like they're what, 8 of them? The squad,
the
yeah,
clique.
whatever the fuck. Sorry, sorry, the clique is a WWF thing.
Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, what? Triple H, the bastards.
Wow,
Taking over the
that just took me back in time, big time.
The squad. I'm sorry, the squad. What is it, like 10 of them, maybe? Right?
Something like that. But it doesn't matter how many of them there are. Okay, what matters is whether or not their policy prescriptions are leading the Democrat Party, and they are because they're the loudest voice in the room.
I don't agree.
Well, and New York did just choose a commie for their freaking Democratic mayor side.
They're an extremely loud minority.
Well, I think there are two factions, right? I think there are the true believers, the actual socialists, whatever, and then I think there are sort of the corporatist uniparty Dems, led by Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. Now they don't give a fuck about communism. They don't care at all. They don't care about socialism. They just care about power. And they've paid lip service to the radicals in their own party because they were able to get them to be a utilized subgroup. They wanted their vote. They liked this sort of, again, use that term, socialist or commie attacks on their opponents. They like that. They like Antifa out there harassing their opponents. They like Black Lives Matter out there harassing them. Totally cool with that, right? You can see this in the 2016, right? You had all the Bernie bros that were going around to Republican events and just flipping shit and screaming and disrupting shit, and they all thought it was funny. Ha ha ha. And then what happened when they fucked Bernie over at the convention? All of a sudden they turned, and you saw Sarah Silverman go on the stage and was like, what are you guys doing? It's time to grow up. Oh, it was cool as shit when they were going after conservatives, though. But now it's time to grow up. So now what you're seeing is when you're winning, when you have this avatar of evil to go after, Donald Trump, well, it's cool in the gang. Bernie's going to fall in line. AOC's going to fall in line, whatever. But now they're losing. And now, just like when Republicans lost, and it was like, okay, fuck Jeb Bush. We want something different. We're going to go with Donald Trump. That's the fight now in the Democratic Party because a lot of the base is like, we're tired of business as usual. We want progressives. We want, and that's so both of you are kind of right. I don't think that the current policies have identified and with a lot of what progressives, there's lip service to it. There's some socialist shit, but they want way more radical shit. right? And they're pissed because they think the corporatist Dems have fucked them over and they haven't given them what was promised. And the corporatist Dems are kind of looking at the Frankenstein monster that they've created going, well, shit, now it's turning on us. That's why right now, right, when you look at the voices in our spaces, we're told that we have this unique evil president in Donald Trump. And yet, if you turn into big left-wing streamers, what's going on? Well, did you see that Ethan Klein's wife was threatened by Hassan and Destiny's weighing in? And that's it. That's the battle that they're having right now, because the first battle they need to have is, before they can even get to fucking Trump, is who's going to have control of our party. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The momentum's definitely with the socialists.
I want them to eat themselves.
Yeah, me too. Good. And I'll look, I'm not streaming to a lot of people right now, so I'll say, you listen to me carefully when I talk about this. I'll say shit like this. Hey, if you're really a progressive, then the worst thing that you could have happen is fucking the corporatist Dems to win power again. If they decide to run Gavin Newsom in 2028, y'all should vote against that fucker. Right? Get him out, and then you could get someone like AOC in for the next election. That's a little bit of strategy on my part, you know? But it is true. I'd say the same thing. Like, if Jeb Bush would have won the 2016 primary and I wanted a populist in 2020, would I have been better off if Jeb Bush won the election, the general election in 2016? No. If he won the nominee and then lost the general, then we'd have more of a claim to say it's time to get someone not like Jeb Bush. But if he wins, the Republican Party's not going to change in 2020. Same's true of the Democrats. If a corporatist Dem wins the president, then you're not going to see a progressive candidate for president for at least 8 years. So you should root against it and say, see, these fuckers out with the old, bring in the new. So we'll see what happens.
Can we please, for the love of God, get Thomas Massey like up front?
Massey and Paul, yeah.
Oh, Massey.
It'll be
Kentucky
tough.
boy for the win.
2028.
You know what I think? I think all of us here should just run for office and take this over. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm done with that game.
Bro, with the
I've avoided it, actually, to be fair.
With the amount of vaguely racist shit I've said in the past.
I want absolutely nothing to do with running for office. Fuck that.
I did it
I
before.
think
It was
no way in
parent,
hell.
It cost me $6,000, so I'm not
Yeah.
doing that shit. Maybe once
I
my
honest-
son's 20, I'll be, then I'll consider.
See, there's the rub, right? Because it'll ruin your life if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who the fuck wants
Like,
to deal with
You
those
couldn't
people?
pay me
Okay.
enough to work and to get into
Hey,
politics.
but you know what? Here's the thing, right? Like a side note, the guy that's doing exactly what we're saying, nope, fuck that, not doing it because A, I don't have the money, B, I don't have the time, and C, like, no. But yet D, we all want to do it on principle.
We all want
Herrera.
to, right? We want to
Randy
fix
Herrera.
things.
Okay.
I literally
so-
have no desire. Period.
So let's just ignore that Herrera has this like massive amount of people around him that can
No, but
push
that's
an
what you
agenda
need.
and all.
That's what
Right,
you need.
but comparing an average person who's going to run as a candidate to somebody who basically has all these people on social media lockdown, it's not comparable.
Well, I just think
I'll just keep chasing my tornadoes. Thank you.
But that's
I don't-
grassroots, right? Like if you look at what Brandon Herrera is, that's grassroots. That is modern day 2020 or 5. You know, where the fuck he started 2022 his last campaign 2023, whatever the fuck. That's modern day grassroots is the internet.
yeah, I don't even know who Herrera is.
He's a gun tuber.
Oh, okay.
He's making the AK-50 as his claim to fame.
He's a YouTuber. He's an FFL.
He's running for office.
manufacturer. Correct. Yeah, against
did-
Tony
he did
Gonzalez
last-
in Texas. Yeah.
He last
He got
he
outspent.
lost the election, and then he's gonna try it again. So.
Yeah, he got outspent almost 11-1 in the Texas congressional race. He pushed it into a runoff and then ultimately lost by like 400 votes
Wow.
against a Republican incumbent.
It's a weird thing, right? Like, for me, running for office should be about self-serving. But
And
the
you also
problem
have
is-
to go You also have to go with that whole thing about Tony Gonzalez was he was already censured. The party had been turning against him, so there was a lot of momentum against Tony Gonzalez himself.
Yeah, but there isn't though. When you look at the money that was spent. Look how many fucking dollars was spent by super PACs.
Right, they're spending a lot of money, and he's not. But there was still a movement against him because of the actions that he had taken. The week 8, the 2A, like I said, the censure. There was just a lot of stuff, and I mean, good. I'm glad to see it. It's about time that the voters hold these people responsible and vote them out of office instead of just constantly hitting the same ticket over and over again. But he still won because you got freaking Happy Wheels over in Texas. Yeah, Happy Wheel in Texas over there endorsing him. You got Republican Party members that's endorsing him. That they kind of pushed him over a little. So
that's what I'm saying. That guy's fucked now. Like this is round 2. The guy won by 400 and some odd votes and outspent him almost 11-1.
Yeah,
he's fucked.
I hope so.
All right, folks. Well, listen, I hear my man downstairs, so there is a chance that I won't be able to participate next Wednesday. I'll explain to you guys. Because I'm an employee of the Crucible, that sort of comes first as my job, and Andrew has once more changed his streaming schedule, so he wants me to be doing invasion shit after he's doing invasions, and he's talking about doing invasions on Wednesdays, which would mean he would raid me at like midnight, and then presumably I would be doing a Discord or a TikTok invasion. Now I'm hoping that right now it's not on Wednesdays. I hope that it continues to not be on Wednesdays. Then it shouldn't affect me. But I just want to let you guys know that's a possibility, and I don't really feel like being like, hey, thanks so much for hiring me 3 months ago. I'm not going to be able to do that thing you want because I'm going to be playing a game on Wednesday nights. Like, it might not be the best fucking ask of him. So,
one of the things we can do.
I mean, I'm sure we can. Yeah, we can. I'm sure we could adjust.
What we can do is to try to move the game if you want, or we can change the time on it a little bit. I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of ways we can work around that.
Yeah, whatever works. I don't want other people I joined the game late. I don't want other people to have to be on an inconvenient night for them. But again, nothing's written in stone yet. Hopefully, it just works out and it's no big deal. I'm happy to do my stream from 8 to 10 on Wednesdays and then do the D&D stuff. I think that works out nicely. In fact, I'm even starting to see a pattern like tonight. Now, granted, it was one dude that gave $300. But I reached my goal early in the night because people were like, oh, we know Rob's leaving at 10. So, so it works out for me.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
They don't come over here, though, those bastards. That's okay.
It's because it's the same thing that happens. So I get less. Last week for my Griftathon, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to make bank because Andrew rated me and I had like 900 people watching. I made $5. Because all those people come over and they've already donated $3,000 to the Crucible.
Well, and they're not invested in you as a person. They're just like, oh, I'm here for the stream.
Right.
I don't know who you are. I'll hang out.
But the same's true when I raid someone. So if I raid Abe or EOD, most
right, that's what I'm saying.
They've already donated a bunch of money to me, and then it's like,
right,
well,
no, Rob, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, so it's, but that's what happens. It's just like, yeah. People already donate a lot and they don't know the new streamer as much. But yeah, I tried EOD even tonight. I was into your chat, like, come on. I didn't realize you changed the prices. So I was like, come on, I donated a curse box. Someone could match it with like a positive box. But we'll get them. We'll get people coming in.
I still got those 2 left to go. So
yeah, you got to get people invested in it, right?
Well, in the large scheme of things, this is still new.
It's new.
DoD running this.
We're making moves though, guys. We really are.
There's other things going against, right? Like 10 o'clock on Wednesday is gonna be the Crucible's gonna be streaming. So how many people watch us that are coming from that community, and they're going to be like, wow, we're going to, so even me, like tonight, now I was doing a debate, so my numbers were a little higher, but like if I wasn't, I'd have probably had 80, 90 people watching instead of like 140, 150 because I'm going up against Andrew, right? So it's weird. Like, like here's a piece of advice I'll give to you, Abe or EOD. One of you guys should start streaming at 2:00 because around 2 or 2:30 is when I'm ending my call-in show. I have no one to raid. I like Jim Bob, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to raid someone that isn't a bigger audience than me and someone who communicates with me like on my channel, but there's no one else. Lower Class there a couple times was streaming, but
he's been working late as a bartender.
yes, right.
Schedule.
And then like at night,
like,
I was always raiding Jess White because she happened to be the only game in town. And then I haven't seen her for a while. I don't know what's going on there. But Abe's been streaming late, so it's like, sweet. There's someone I could raid. Spiro's been streaming a little late. So
Spiro's good people.
He is.
I'm like, I really appreciate the raids. I'll say like I'm 50-ish away from having my 500. If I could just push that a little bit further, I'm driving. I really am. So.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll get.
And then I can do the same.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll remember. I try to push at least 2 or 3 channels a day. I don't know how much results I get from it. I really don't. Like, I never check someone's numbers and then check after my stream to see, like, oh, did anybody subscribe? Because I think it's super weird. There's so much shit that you say to people like and subscribe. And it's almost like, at this point, it's ubiquitous. It's like, yeah, I hear every single streamer say that. That means jack shit to me at this point. Like, it's oh, yeah, sure. But, like, even me, I'm watching... I don't watch a lot of political content. I'll be watching like a chess video, or I'll be watching a dude that's like streaming about horror movies or wrestling videos. And they're always like, remember to like and subscribe. I never fucking like and subscribe. I'm always like, oh yeah, I should do that. But you hear it and it's just like,
I'll come back to you later. Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Like I will do that when I'm bought into the product. No.
Well, when you think about it, when you're like, yes, that's something I would like to do to help out. But when you just
do the
words, you're like, oh yeah, whatever.
So
like, it doesn't even trigger an action because the words are so
because you're not bought in.
Right.
What I tell them is like, look, I understand there's a possibility that you don't know me, but as long as you don't disagree with me, your like and subscribe helps immensely.
Yeah.
So I would appreciate that greatly. You don't have to watch my content, but your like and subscribe would help me immensely. And if you want to unsubscribe later, that's cool. But
yeah, I agree. And like, but that's what I mean when I tell people, like, I think sometimes I wonder if I'm trying too many channels at one time. Hey, 3 channels that we're looking at today. And I think maybe people just roll their eyes and like, I don't know, that sounds like a lot of work. Click on 3 different links. I mean, it sounds stupid to say that, but I mean, any little inconvenience, people are just like, I'm listening, I got it on my phone in the background while I'm working out. I'm not going to my fucking phone to click on someone else's channel and click sub. Fuck all that, get back on with the show. I don't know. But I mean, I think it's still worthwhile to send people to other channels.
You're 100% correct. As an average viewer, if somebody raids somebody else and I'm like, this just isn't for me, no. Or like if I'm just, okay, I'm gonna keep listening to it in the background while I'm falling asleep or while I'm working out or while I'm on or whatever. I really got to be bought into it to go, oh, I want more of this.
Well, I think with raids, I think, if you could keep 25% of the people that raids for like more than a half an hour, like you're doing pretty damn good because most people just tune out. They're just like, raid, I'll go check another channel that I like, that I know.
Right.
Or,
100%.
What I'm looking at right now is you came in with 43 at first, and then we're still holding on to 22 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all. It really isn't. And remember, the Crucible was still streaming.
Like 50% retention. Yeah. Hell
it's
yeah.
Very good. So, for me, there's some things I have like getting, I think debating Destiny a lot and, debating with Andrew Wilson should a lot help get eyeballs on me. But I think that, having done it for so long, and I think that I build up goodwill enough, I guess would be a way to say it. Like, there's no real, for as long as I've been streaming, like, what's the big fucking controversy with me other than my political takes? Like, even the people that like don't agree with me would be like, Rob doesn't seem like a bad guy. Little do they know, but but I think I think that it's helped.
Point of contention.
Like and subscribe. to EOD, or I will deliver a JDAM through your roof.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you go.
like and subscribe right
Okay.
now.
That hurricane's going to come.
In fairness, though, to like prove a point, and I'm not telling you to do this, but like what I'm getting at is, if you were just raid and run, right? How many of those 22 people that are currently still watching would have dipped if you were not still here?
Maybe.
Well, probably most of them.
But that's okay. Like it's
well, right? It may be.
It depends on what I'm doing. What I'm talking
know.
about, whether or not that ties into what Rob was doing before, and how much of that coalesces. Because like I was just sitting there thinking about it, like Abe just donoed for me to get the Pathfinder game, and I've been playing the hell out of that. Like that would be really cool. If I was doing that at 2 PM, he rated me. That'd be great. But probably 90% of those people are going to drop off because they see I'm
That's what I'm
playing
getting.
like an old
That's what I'm getting at. Is we don't know the answer to that question, right? Because your retention rate is about 50% right now. But is that because Rob's still here, or is it because they've just they've glommed on to us fucking around?
What EOD has going against him for me rating is that it's two different types of streams. It's going from politics to a game, right? And so if EOD's talking politics after I raid talking about politics, probably people are more likely to stay. But like instantly, half of my regular audience, if I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep streaming and I'm going to switch to TNT, half of them are gone. They're like, yep, we're not watching this shit. You know, whereas you might pick up a couple people, not many, but you might get a reputation that you pick up people like, I don't give a fuck about you guys' political takes, but you're funny playing D&D. I'll tune into that, which is obviously the goal, that you want people tuning in exactly.
Well, and especially Rob, with your political leanings and us fucking around with some of the like political undertones.
And all of us are right wingers, so that's that's a stain on some people's fucking.
Hey,
head.
I take offense to that. Thank you.
Oh, shut up! You're okay? Tell me you're gonna vote for fucking Kamala Harris if she runs again. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not a winger at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not a right winger, are you a wrong winger? Is that what you're? I saw this really funny hat on X. It was like, I assume if you're not going to drink 13 beers with me, you're going to drink 13 beers against me. So I guess.
But to that point, though, we're all very moderate. Like, none of us are extremists, especially to the left. But like, none of us are far right-wing extremists either.
You're wrong. I'm a tyrant.
Abe's he's infiltrated us as a secret groiper. He's gonna,
What?
He's coming
No, I'm just a Sith Lord. That's all. You just don't know yet. Okay.
In fact, I might be the most extremist of us here when I go, oh yeah, well, fuck X, Y, and Z thing.
Well, not to sound like an arrogant prick, but it's something I used to say all the time. The irony is, for a right-wing debater, there's probably a ton of people that are more right-wing than me in this space. But here's the truth.
Yes, no, very much so, Rob. Yeah.
The truth is, I'm the best you got. Like when it came to debating people like Destiny, that's just true, right? Because the people that were more right-wing than me, I'm not saying any of you guys, but for years this is the way it was. Go back and watch the old Twitch panels I did. They'd give me these fucking right-wingers that are
You're very well spoken.
They're a bunch of morons. You know, these people that, I mean, I'm sorry, it's just the truth. They couldn't debate their way out of a fucking wet paper bag. And so I'm not even the most
100%.
right-wing guy in the world. And I'm like, well, shit, someone's got to take up the mantle. You know, and so
Rob, I don't always agree with you, but you're very well spoken, and like the way that you present an argument is sort of rational, whether I agree or not.
Well, of course you agree. You know.
Wait, Rob, wouldn't you say that because of those Twitch debates against heavy lefties, right, that it drove you more to the right?
Yeah, I would say that's true. Yeah,
because I don't know how it wouldn't, right? The more you see of the dirty left, the more it drives you towards the right. I don't know how else it would work.
I think that gradually, the biggest thing's being a father, if I'm completely honest. But for becoming more of a libertarian adjacent person, I ran for office in 2014 as a libertarian. And then, by the time 2019 came around, I was considered myself just libertarian adjacent and understanding you're not going to win as a third party. But now I consider myself like less libertarian than I used to be because I'm kind of like, you know what? Fuck it. Non-aggression principle and all that shit. I never looked at it through that lens. It wasn't like I was reading Rothbard and Mises and all these people. But, I was just like, hey, I should be able to do whatever the hell I want until I'm hurting someone. And now I sort of realize, like, I don't want to leave my kid that world. Fuck it. I'm tired of going to the city and everything smells like weed. Fuck you. My kid's here. Kiss my ass. I'm sorry. I know that it's probably not the best way to view the world, where it's like, oh, now that your circumstances have changed. But I'm still, 95% the same as I was. It's just on the fringes that shit has changed. But certainly another portion of that's debating radical lefties, and you're just like, okay. I was talking about this last night.
You gotta fight fire with fire to some
Yeah,
extent.
I mean, this dude Richie that used to talk to me from sort of the Crucible all the time. Me and him had some discussions about like education system, and I'm like, I just want indoctrination out of education system. I just want to teach math and literature and civics, And he's like, no, fuck all that. If our opponents are gonna, basically ideologically brainwash our children against us, then we should ideologically brainwash our children against them. Fuck them, right? And it's like, it's becoming more and more persuasive. I'm still not there, but it's more and more persuasive where you're like, yeah, at some point you're like, if we keep saying, no, we're going to turn the other cheek, we're going to let them, well.
But that's tribalism.
Right. You're not tribal?
Everyone's tribal.
I'm tribal.
I try not to be.
Period. You're tribal.
I try not to be. I'm not going to say I'm not. And I acknowledge that, but I try not to be. I try to acknowledge that, like, hey, hang on a second. Time out. This is my lizard brain speaking.
Yeah, but the lizard brain's right a lot of times. Do you have a family? Assumably you have some.
I do,
okay.
yeah.
Don't you give a shit more about them? Aren't you tribal for them? Of course. That's the way it should be, right? Now,
Depends.
how far should they, right, So we're all tribal. The question is just how tribal and how far do you extend that tribe? It's not bad to be tribal inherently. It's a neutral position.
No, you're not wrong. No, it is baked into our DNA, right? Like that furry thing ate my friend. Okay, therefore I should avoid furry things that eat people. Okay, cool. That distinguishes one thing that is bad from another thing that is familiar and okay. It's baked into our DNA. I get that.
Yeah, but it's more than just like, I mean, you're right, but it's also like, I have limited resources. Do I help this guy or that guy? Well, that guy's my friend, and that guy I don't know. So I'm going to help my friend. And you're like, but wait a minute. I could argue from a utilitarian calculus why that's wrong, because it turns out that other guy's a doctor. And if you feed him and your friend starves to death instead, well, then he may go on to help 3 additional people that your friend would have never helped. Yeah, but fuck that. This guy's my friend. And that's the way,
Right.
like, the problem is when we pretend that that's not how things be, then you end up with this situation of like globalism where it's like, well, what's special about Americans? Why should I give a shit? Why should I give a shit that you guys are all American citizens? What the fuck's that matter? Who cares? If someone from Zimbabwe could come over and do your job better, then go fuck yourself, right? It doesn't matter that you're American. My government's not obligated to look out for Americans. That's tribalism.
Yes, it is. So,
Well, yeah, I agree it is, but you understand, if you're not being tribal, then you would say, well, what's the point? Why does the U.S. government only look out for the citizens of the United States?
I'm very like brutally like efficient like that. I don't give a fuck if you're from America. If you can do the job better, cool. Get the fuck over here.
So you would say, okay, so then let's say, regardless if you like it or not, we have money from taxation that's to help people that are less fortunate, correct? Like a social safety net. Like you agree that exists. Why
It
should
exists,
we,
yes.
Why should we provide health care to citizens of the United States as opposed to citizens around the world?
What is the net benefit to society?
What society? World society?
I'm extremely pragmatic in that sense, right? Like,
But again, which society? Like the society meaning every human being in the world, or society meaning the United States?
what does my tax dollar provide to the U.S. citizen in terms of the net benefit to I don't care globally, okay?
Well,
Versus
then clearly your money's better spent overseas, right? You could afford to feed a family in Africa far cheaper than you could afford to feed a family in America.
what does that family in Africa produce? Not what does it keep them alive? What do they produce?
But again, then it has to do with like, so then when you say society, you're meaning just GDP, productivity?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, well then if that's the case, then you would say that social safety net, forget about the foreign countries, that would allow you to say then we should prioritize the life of a productive 40-year-old engineer than that of a 2-year-old child. If you could only pick one to give a treatment to, it would always be the person that's more productive. And so fuck them kids, right?
I'm a ruthless pragmatist. Yes, I will acknowledge that.
I think that's a poor way. I think that any society that is willing to scapegoat children and to protect adults is a poor society. And
Well, we don't know what's going to happen to a 2-year-old. To be fair,
well, what we would in this hypothetical, we know they would die without this treatment. We can only give the treatment to one person, the 70-year-old that's more productive than the 2-year-old. Now, me as a human, what I would say, this was instilled to me from an early age. I remember my dad telling me, like, I would run into a burning building to save my children. I would even run into a burning building to save other people's children. But I don't know if I would do it to save my parents because they're elderly. And if I knew that it was giving up my life to save them, I may make the calculation, well, they've lived a great life. And so even though hypothetically my grandparents were more productive than 6-year-old Rob, my dad would still say, I put more value on the 6-year-old.
What I'm getting is, what do they have to continue to contribute? Right? Again,
a lot of people in their mid 60s contribute quite a lot. I know plenty of people that are in their mid 60s that are still driving truck and still doing all kinds of productive shit. I mean,
my grandfather worked till he was like 85. So.
I'm not saying you're like it's a belief that you can have, but I don't think that the world is about just to view it just the lens of the most productivity is all that matters. I mean, again, this would justify slavery, right? It's like, well, it would be real productive if we could just fucking force people to work. You're lazy, fuck you, we'll force you. Now you're a slave. Now what? Well, productivity's going through the roof. Great. You see what I mean? There's got to be another value other than just pure by the numbers productivity. And furthermore, what happens once we see automation and it turns out that there's a huge pile of humans that not only aren't productive, but they're a detriment. They're using resources. Do we just eliminate them and say, you know what? All that matters is productivity.
No, we don't eliminate them. No, it is okay. So, timeout, side tangent, right? For somebody, me, I used to be a mental health professional. So, the realm of mental health is not foreign to me. One of the biggest detriments to society was Reagan when he eliminated the state facilities, right? And I get why that happened. Okay, no, Rob, you shake your head yeah, I'm not sure. 100%, I agree with you. Okay?
There's good and bad, right? I understand.
Correct, 100%. I agree. You were absolutely correct. I agree with you. Okay, there was good and bad to that. Okay, the bad is people were being horribly mistreated and abused, right? We didn't understand things back then, back in the 80s. Okay, once upon a time, the way that we treated schizophrenia was putting people in a bathtub full of ice and locking them in there so they could not escape. And yeah, sure, that decreased their symptoms, but essentially what we're doing is causing hypothermia to the point where their brain didn't function. Okay, I get it. That's not good. And also, counterpoint to that, yes, there are people that do not belong in any normal functioning society.
They let me out of that there state hospital, and I was well.
There are people that do not belong in a normal functioning society, okay, and they are in fact a detriment to the rest of the world. And if we set them aside and say, yes, you are in fact disabled, and treat them with respect and dignity. Okay, respect and dignity being the key. We cannot put them in ice baths. We cannot just continue to inject them with antipsychotics and just go, oh yeah, you sit over there in a corner drooling on yourself. Okay, that's not cool, right? Respect and dignity, but also at the same time acknowledge you're not part of normal society. This is not helpful.
Right, but that doesn't really go to if I could steelman your position, it would be, we always prioritize productivity. It doesn't matter if someone's my family member. It doesn't matter if someone shares the same religion as me. It doesn't matter if they're from the same community. None of that matters. All that matters is who is most productive. I would fire my own child if it meant getting someone who's slightly more productive than them, and fuck my kid. I don't care. I have no tribal connection to that whatsoever. However, we also need to understand that there are people that aren't productive through illness that we should take care of. but they're still not equivocated to us the most productive. I still think that's a poor way to view life. I think that I think that most people would agree with me. The idea that you're like, I don't have
am
any
very much a
increase,
ruthless pragmatist.
but the fact that you would tell me like my wife, fuck her. If another woman comes around that could cook and clean slightly better than her, then fuck you. There's no such thing as love. All that matters is what's most productive. My child, my brother, my parents, none of those relationships matter to me because I'm completely atribal. Instead, it's just who could do the most in any given situation. And presumably you would feel the same way about yourself, right? Your worth is only how much you could produce. And so whatever your job is, if someone can come along and produce better than you, then fuck you, kick you to the curb, no benefits, no 2 weeks notice, fuck off. See ya. Someone can do your job
I
better.
agree.
Eat shit,
If somebody comes to my job and says, I can do a better job than him at his job, and they can prove it, I'm out. Peace out. See ya. I'm not mad.
I think it's a short-sighted way to live. And I also think it's not possible. I think no matter how much you say this, you don't mean it. I don't think that you would give a shit about a random stranger that could do a job slightly better than your wife more than your wife. I don't believe it. I just don't. I don't even know how you could, unless, I guess it's so foreign to me that I just don't know how to envision, I don't know how to envision a person looking at their kids and being like, this kid means nothing to me. All that matters is how productive he could be. So the neighbor's kid means just as much to me as my kid until we see which one of them is more productive.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. My kid matters to me, right? Don't take it that way, right? I want him to be cared for. I want him to be a.
But if you're not tribal, you wouldn't prioritize his well-being as a father. Right?
Same thing with me, right? If he he's 5, right?
Okay.
And so take it for what it is, right? At pure face value, he wants to be a construction worker. If somebody comes along,
guys that I am still streaming. So.
No, it's I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not swearing.
Okay, that's cool.
Shit,
I'm talking
all I'm saying is y'all are talking about your kids.
I'm talking about my 5-year-old son and what he wants to do. I'm talking about my 5-year-old and what he wants to do in the future, right? Like, he wants to be a construction worker. If at some point there's a better plumber, there's a better lineman, there's a better fucking heavy machine operator, whatever, that's on him.
No. That's
but
different.
do better.
That's different, right? So
do better.
So what you're saying here is, if my son has a job and someone comes along and does the job better, fine, my son should get fired. That's different than having no tribalism, because what no tribalism would mean is, soon as you find out that your son is less productive than another person, you would say, well, instead of providing my limited resources to my son, I will provide them to this person that would be more productive. And the relationship I have with my son's irrelevant.
Yeah.
When it comes to family, there should be some level of nepotism, no?
Oh, that's nepotism. I disagree with that. Do better.
So,
and I will do, and me as a father will do everything I can to prepare him for that and to make him better at those things.
That's tribal. Why are you doing everything you can to prepare your neighbor's kid? Presumably
okay,
not.
that's a fair point.
You know what I mean? So you have some level of tribalism.
That's a valid point. I will grant you that. It's a valid point.
So you're going to pour any resources you can into caring for him and helping him and growing him. So that is a level of tribalism for sure.
To some degree, yes.
No, right now.
A cutoff there. Yes, as a 5-year-old, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
as a 26-year-old who's on. Oh, there's a limit.
But you would still, even as a 26-year-old, you're more likely to help your son than a random 26-year-old. Let me ask you this. Someday, all of us will pass away, and presumably, you sound like a successful person. You probably have something left, something of monetary value. You giving it to your kids? Or are you just going to say, I'll just give it to whoever, I'll adjust my will to say, here's the most productive guy I know. Unrelated to me, it's just something I work with, so I'll just give him the money. Presumably, you'd be like, no, I'll leave shit. In fact, that's one of the things that drives productivity. That's why, an estate tax is so nefarious, because one of the things that drive people to work even harder is that they know that they're taking care of their family, even in the event that they pass away. that they'll still be on the grave based on the productivity they've had in life and the value they've been able to accumulate. They're able to pass that on to family. That sort of tribalism is good. That helps spur on productivity. I don't know. It's strange to me to think that you would just be like, you know what? I worked my whole life. I have $1 million of assets at the time of my passing, and my will's going to say, give it to the most productive person. To heck with my family. They get no special considerations because I'm not tribal. I don't know. I don't know how society could function like that. And it would be, I'm not saying it's not possible to live your life like that. It's just so foreign to me. Because to me, I'm probably more defaulting.
I guess I never thought of family as a for lack of a better term, corporation.
Well, it's a tribal unit for sure, though.
Correct. And again, I will grant you that I've never thought of it that way.
Well, even outside of that, like I care more about my community than other communities. Right? Like, because I know these people. I have a connection to them. Now,
This goes one step further, too, right? Like, you would help your brother before you help a stranger, too.
Yeah. I would help my neighbor before I would help a stranger.
You would help your mother before you help a stranger.
Well, even that you can say, well, that's family. That's different. Let's get outside the family.
There are plenty of shitbags in my life. Okay, like strip. There are plenty of fucking shitbags in my direct sphere of influence. Fuck them. I don't care.
Let me ask you this. Here, you're not related to EOD, are you? I would assume you're not, unless I'm not breaking any story here, am I? Don't answer the question.
Rob, I think you've seen me on camera before. But you need me to turn my camera on so you can see how fucking Asian I am.
No.
I did get a comment from the chat from Only Mr. Billy says, I don't know if Rob realizes what IP a lot looks like.
That's I've seen. We'll assume that.
I think you've seen me on camera before, but.
Okay, so you're not related.
He's of Korean heritage. He comes from a German family.
If there was another dungeon master, right, who you think's more productive, putting out more quality D&D content, and you had $50 to donate to either EOD or this other dungeon master, who are you giving it to?
Oh, he's giving it to me, definitely.
Right? Because you know EOD, and you're like, fuck, I like that guy. Even though I think this other guy's a better dungeon master, and he's putting out content 8 hours every day. Look how productive he is. You'd still say, yeah, but EOD's my boy. I like him. I play games with him. So if I have to donate to only one, I'm going to donate to EOD. That's perfectly reasonable and fine. Doesn't make you immoral. And no one would, most people wouldn't criticize you for being tribal. They'd say, of course, you're looking out for your friends.
Right.
You know,
like I say it's unnatural to try and say that, you know, I'm only gonna make any kind of contribution or detriment myself in order to levy up somebody else based simply upon their performance. There's no way that any kind of society can actually operate that way. So of course, some nepotism and some tribalism is just inherent to the human condition, right?
I think so, but. I've been up too long.
It is no. You guys are 100%. It is inherent to the human condition. Yes, I will give you that.
Listen,
I try to overcome that. All I'm getting at is I try to overcome that as best I can.
Now, listen, I'll say this. I know we're supposed to separate sort of us as the players from our characters, but I'm looking over my back next week. If you're in the party behind me, like, if these orcs give this dude a better deal, he's throwing my ass to the curb like immediately. Now,
hold on now.
Okay. Go ahead,
Mr. Orc. What is your strength modifier?
Yeah, what are you offering it? Wow, shit, you swing that great axe better than Joe Boober. Let's get this chump out of here. Bringing this.
Hey, what is your strength modifier, sir?
Hey, I have no problems being merit based on that situation. That orc is doing better than whatever that son bitch hurts.
DM, can we hire this orc?
Yeah, he's pretty big. All right, guys, I gotta go. I hear my son downstairs. It was a lot of fun tonight. I can't wait to play again next weekend, and next week. If anything comes up, I'll let EOD know. But I should be good. Okay. So,
all right, have a good night, brother.
See you guys.